Stock market. Oh boy, people, it's gonna be another fun day today, it looks like. So, whew, all right. How's everybody's weekend? You guys have a good weekend? This is gonna be a lot of opportunity to make money in this market to the downside, it looks like. I hope you guys are ready. So, the SPY last night was having really a lot of fun as the futures market opened, and then it was continuing to have some fun, and now it's having the least amount of fun ever. Now, there are a couple of reasons for this. We do have a lot of things going on this week. Lots of economic data coming out. We also, at this meeting right here, all the investors and everybody in the market is going to be listening to Powell to see what the hell is going to happen with rate hikes. What is the plan for the rate hikes? What are you going to do? When's the first one coming? So the market's kind of pricing in that type of action right now, but it's honestly a little bit of an overreaction. So right now, if we take a look at the SPY on the 4-hour, it is approaching a little bit of like a danger zone level. It has fallen very, very significantly. The last time that we were down at these levels was back in, or approaching these levels was back in October. So it's getting a little gnarly. If we hit this level and rip right out of it, okay, cool. We'll be all right. The market's going to kind of hang out. But if it starts coming down below these levels, again, remember the 200 MA on the daily has already been broken through. Same thing with the EMA. Now we're looking at this level right here. If we don't hold this level, it's going to be gnarly. So hope you guys are ready. It's going to be a fun time. So AMC right now, coming down with the market down 7%. I have BBIG up here right now. I haven't really changed anything on this screen. That one's down 4.7. And then GME over here, wow, down 7.61% at 98.27. So how's everybody doing today? You guys all right? You guys doing all right? What should we do? Well, there's a lot of things that you could do. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got 1348 now up on my chart. If you guys want to be able to do this for yourselves, you can. We do have the Discord now with me, TMI, and Review Dork. If you guys want to come and get those alerts, everybody's crushing it in there. If you go look and see like the people going forward, it's crazy. But more on that in a little while. So here we go. Yeah, so for everybody filtered in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out with the algorithm a whole lot. Also, how's the audio? For everybody in there last night, audio struggle. Let's see. Good morning, says Ed. All right, people, here we go. So let's do a quick Ortex update on Amy to just kind of see where we're at. Oh boy, they're going. How the hell is that possible? How? All right, this is getting weird on AMC's, like really weird on AMC's Ortex. Some of these numbers are just making zero sense right now. Okay, so somehow on AMC's Ortex, the utilization fell to 69.78. Okay, cool. But the estimated short interest right now is 104 million shares. The estimated short interest is 20.29%. They've already borrowed 1.11 million shares today, and cost to borrow is a little bit higher. What the hell? Utilization should be a lot higher right now. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then let's check GME and IWM really quickly. They're probably doing very, very similar things over here. Okay, so they've already borrowed 102,000 shares. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so utilization's a little bit lower on GME, but we have an increase in short interest, but we're seeing that cost to borrow start to step up. That's not very good. They're screwing with the returns to confuse Ortex. This isn't a new thing. Yeah, it could be. We're seeing that effect from Monday on all those shares that were returned. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's gnarly. GME at 20% estimated short interest. That's insane. IWM is probably even worse right now, like regressively worse right now. So let's see over here. IWM. 91% utilization and 42.83% short interest on IWM. Oh, they are screwing around over there. Let's see. The secret ingredient is synthetics. Let's see here. You owned Amazon when it was 26. I sold it because I was scared. I wish I waited 6 months when it went back on track. I could have been a millionaire. There you go. Insert you are here Volkswagen chart. Yup. Well, the thing is like we're coming down so hard with so hard. Like this is not a move that like I was expecting to see this if it was going to happen in Q4 And then once everybody, the thing is it's like everybody knows about the rate hike now. It's like all of them, like should be priced in at this point. Like, oh yeah, 3 or 4 rate hikes. What is there to freak out about? So let's see what happens. They're going to continue to short these stocks today. There's going to be a lot of money to be made though. That's the thing here. So if you guys have a little bit of cash left in your account, there's going to be plays left and right off of this volatility. Volatility, if you're trading, is great. When things stay flat, you're like, that kind of stinks. But for this week and the weeks prior, like it's been crazy. Let's see here. Why even in pre-market we tumble? Eric, the market is really tanking right now. That's why. Like the market's really coming down. Like we went from being up about, I think 0.5% to down 1%. That's a lot. That is a lot. Everything is on super sale. Yep, should be priced in, but the market has been delusional on top of pretending it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, that's kind of the weird thing too. And it's earnings week too. So if we start seeing weak earnings again, oh my God, the market's going to, I mean, this week's a really big earnings week. We've got Apple, Intel, Tesla, Microsoft. There's a lot of companies reporting their earnings this week. And if there's anything that spooks the market in those earnings reports or spooks investors, down. Let's see. Secret ingredient is copious alcohol. It could be. It could be. All right, people. We got a lot of time till the market opens. Let's see what's going to happen over here. My puts are going to be worth more than my paycheck this week. Atta boy. There you go. There you go. You're doing great. Furtive. That's awesome. Don't be afraid to hedge your positions with puts and don't get tricked into the bull trap early this week. SPY puts saving my account right now. Yup. I knew it was going to happen. The 1 month I couldn't hold VIX calls. That stinks. What do I think about the OBVDD? I think it's pretty interesting. I've looked at it and I've seen both sides of the OBV stuff. So there's one side that's saying GME and AMC's OBV has stayed very, very flat over this sell-off period. And depending on how you look at it, yeah, they're both sides have a little bit of, yes. So both sides are correct and both sides are kind of wrong. You can manipulate the chart on AMC's OBV to make it look like it just tanked. Now, if I just looked at the percentage decrease on both, AMC's is slightly more of a percentage decrease, but you have to remember there's more shares out there. There's more people trading it. There's more institutions involved, and it's going to mess with the data a little bit more. GME's has stayed a little bit flat, but at the same time, it has come down if you look at it on the same scale. So it doesn't look like in general, I mean, with these sell-offs, people are going to sell just in general on any stock. Because that's just how the psychology and the behavior of investors work. People freak out and they sell stuff. Let's see. OBV has come down a bit, not massively, but a bit. Yeah, it has come down a little bit. We need not to worry. We won over 1 million times. When the reverse happened, they will be crying. Yep. Crashing. Now let's see those margin calls. Yeah. Well, the longs are going to get margin called. The long positions are going to get margin. Oh, my SPY is coming down hard. Jeez. Man, this is getting gnarly over here. XRT short interest, it's probably like 400% at this point. I would not be surprised if XRTs is like 400%. 278%. That's crazy. 100% utilization. That thing is wild. All right, people. Let's see what's going to happen today. This is going to be crazy. We say not to sell till they cover, but how do we know when they're done covering? Well, you're gonna see it reflected in the price action and volume. There's gonna be a lot of different things that you're gonna see. You're gonna see like really, really, really high volume. You're gonna see a lot of buyers come back into the stock like we see on those big rips. We just haven't seen that yet. Colton, thank you so much for the super. What put plays am I looking at this week? Depends on what 1348 tells me and what alerts come through. That's really it. So when you see these cross in the pre-market right here on the SPY, like it crossed over here. I mean, you can't just trade it when the market opens. You have to wait for a cross when you actually see it. So quick 1348 stuff. Quick the Ukraine stuff too. Yeah, quick on 1348. These are the rules that you got to follow. One, Chin, the market's struggling right now. Stop it. Get out of here, buddy. GME, AMC, everything is coming down. I don't know what you want to say. The SPY is dead right now. Like, what are you talking about, bud? All right, so quick 1348 stuff. One, you need to see an actual cross. It cannot like in the market hours. That's what you got to see. Second, if you're gonna play, you got to look at the 200 EMA. If the price is above the 200 EMA and you get a sell signal for puts, I'm not taking that. Just because it's showing you where the long term trend is. It could come down into the 200, just bounce right back up, and you get screwed on your puts. If it's above and you get a call signal, then it's a decent time to look into it. Other than that, you pretty much play at the monies. You can look at other stuff too, but that's pretty much it. Let me know if I'm forgetting something over there. Chan Chan is our green candle hero. It must be coming. That's true. Whenever Chan Chan comes in here and starts spewing nonsense, we do end up getting some pretty gnarly green candles. So Chan Chan, come on, buddy. I want to see you in a short the VIX hoodie. It's over here somewhere. I wore it yesterday on the stream. I can't wear it again. When we're watching the price to go to the moon, how do we know when they've fully covered? Oh, good question. Yeah, so once the price gets to a certain point, it's kind of gonna be like every man for themselves. We're not gonna know. That's the thing. Like we're not gonna know that they're fully covered. We're gonna see short interest drop. We're gonna see the price start to go crazy. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be up to you in looking at what price we're at and how much you personally think it can go after we start to see the next massive boom. So there's no way to be like, yep, shorts have actually covered, unless like they somehow by the time that we start to get going, we see like a massive securities lending like rule come into effect and we can see everything and we can see like the synthetic positions and the short positions with FINRA 2119. But other than that, it's going to be difficult to see. We can have an indication of when they're doing it, but we're not going to know when they're fully covered. Oh, my name is Justin Frozen Peas and Meat Juice. What's up, man? What's up, man? How you doing? I can see Chan Chan likes to make your blood bubble. Blood bubble. Nah, Chan Chan's funny. You think the market will bounce before the Fed meeting Wednesday? No, I don't. I think we'll see a little bit of bounces, but I don't think that we're gonna see the market. It could. It could out of this range that we're in right now, but in general, like there's there's so much fear. There is so much fear, and I really want to figure out a way to take advantage of it. What's TLT doing this morning? TLT's up about 0.5%. So the bonds are moving a little bit this morning, but really not enough to cause the SPY to fall 1.1%. Like it's not a bond move. This is just overall like investors being terrified of rate hikes and Ukraine coming through. Stephanie, I have no idea what that is. So I don't want to like I have no idea what it is, what people are trying to do. We see petitions all the time, and usually they're like, not all that ideal. I gotta look at it though. It could be a really good one. What's causing the fear? Rate hikes, Ukraine, unicorn variant. So you think that AMC is at the mercy of the SEC? No, 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 no. What we're looking at with a little pop Chan Chan, what'd you do, buddy? What did you do? Every single time Chan Chan comes in here, we just get a nice little candle. STV's chair, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, buddy. Let's do this for Grandpa Barney. Hit the like. Yeah, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. We're gonna be on a whole lot today. Oops, that was my coffee mug that I was using yesterday. Look it up. Stephanie, can you send me the link? My name isn't Justin Sausage, Egg, and Milk Juice. Says DM. That's funny. We're about to go to a world war. That would be not great. If we are, where's LMNT? I think LMNT is one. No, that's not it. What is there's defense companies. What are those? DLPH, I think is one. No, I don't know. There's like those defense contractor stocks, and I forget which ones. We're getting a little pop here on Amy coming up in the pre-market. GME moving a little bit too. Still down a lot. GME is back above 100. Amy's at 1672. Let's see. RSI is at 23 on the daily chart. Stupid low. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Weeble news on AMC is so damn negative. Yeah, they're all idiot. They're all not LMT. That's what it is. I mean, if these are ripping, Lockheed Martin, how they've done over the past month. They've sold off with everything. So, I mean, they're coming down to their 200 EMA, but if you were to expect to see like, oh, it's a move based on like, oh, we're going to war, you would see Lockheed start to go. You would see start some of these RTX. Yeah, what Raytheon? What was that? Raytheon, Boeing, maybe. Like those stocks aren't start. I mean, they're down less than the other ones, but they're not really starting to go. am proud of you. Very smart. Thank you, Kevin. I mean, that's what would happen. You would see like maybe even like Home Depot and a lot of those other stocks do start, but they're not yet. Once you get that announced, if there's going to be an announcement that does happen, yeah, Lockheed, that's the one. LMT. So it wasn't LMNT, it was LMT. I was close. I was close. I was close, guys. Come on, you got to give me credit for that one. My friend works at LMT. Interesting. It's time to learn Russian. Oh boy. Oh boy. Northrop Grumman, Halliburton. That's just Hal, I believe. Hal's down 3%. Yeah, we're not seeing that move yet. So this is more rate hike fears. It's just big global economic policy that every country is starting to tighten up policy. We've seen what happens. Here's the thing: we saw what happened with Turkey when they didn't, and they just tanked. They just their currency just tanked, and their whole market was just circuit breaker, circuit breaker, circuit breaker, and that was not a good thing to see. And now we're seeing us start to say, yeah, we're going to get into rate hikes, but we're selling off too. So we're seeing like the Fed in the whole like global economy and whoever controls the money has completely screwed up because you've seen both courses of action get taken. You've seen countries say, no, we're not going to tighten up and they tank. And then you see countries like the US and Canada and all these other countries be like, yeah, we're about to tighten up our policy, and then we sell off too. So it's like you can't really win in this situation. The market's just going to do what it's going to do until it calms down and it sees what the reaction is going to be with the rate hike. Here's the thing. If you were to hike rates, I would expect to see this type of move in the market over the last couple of weeks after the rates get hiked. Like after. This move now doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This is, I believe, an overreaction. Like, because how bad is a 25 basis point rate hike really going to be? Is it going to be bad? Well, it's going to suck some liquidity out of the market. Yeah, banks are probably going to make a little bit more money. What are the banks doing this morning? What's JP Morgan doing? If JP Morgan's down 1.95%, you can't right now, you can't hide. Here's the other thing that you need to think about. There is so much money on the sidelines right now. Like the sheer amount of capital that is just waiting right now is insane. Here's why. Where are you going to put your money? If you're a big institution that's rebalanced and kind of like moved around your portfolios after after the end of the year and the options date last week, which was insane just across the market, where are you going to put your money? Bonds? Nope. You're getting no yield because you're getting a real negative yield because inflation's at 7%. The bonds are yielding less than 2. You're going to put your money in the stock market? Well, you could go with growth and take the risk, but growth and small caps have been getting hammered just due to like, oh, we're fears of rate hikes. We're going to put it in like dividend stocks. Well, those are getting hit right now too. What are you going to go to real estate? Nope. Rate hikes coming. The home prices are going to start to go down unless you can generate cash flow off of it. Where are you going to put your money? That's the thing. Investors and big money is like, where are we going to go? So what that creates is a lot of money getting parked on the sideline, waiting for you can't hide in volatility. Yep. So a lot of this big money is just waiting for an opportunity to put their money somewhere. Where is it going to be? Most likely in rate hike season, it's just going to be in basic stuff. Dividend stock. Amy's popping back up a little bit here. SPY's trying to get a little bit of a move. So we're at 1684 right here. We're now down only 6.5% right now. Let's see. Meet Kevin has 20 million. Tell him to dump on AMC. Honestly, what Meet Kevin has done over the last like week or so is very similar to what a large institution would do. He's selling off and waiting for a giant dip to find the bottom. And then all of this money is going to flow back in and we could go on a massive rip. That is the thing right here. There is going to be a lot of volatility coming in to the downside until big money is like, okay, cool. We'll just buy it now. But that's the thing. You got to figure out, you got to think, where are they going to go? Do you think AMC can still run even with the pullback? Yeah, they're shorting it even more. We're at 20% short interest. It's insane. You sent the petition link to you on Twitter, Stephanie. Let me take a look at it really quick and see what they want to do. Oh, let me see this right here. Damn. All right. Also, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the link. Hold on. We'll do this a little bit later. Stephanie, let me take a look. Let me look. All right. For you now, if we're prepared, we meet. and demand answers on what? Hold on. Yeah, but hold on. I don't know about this one. There's no details. However, recent events has shown us it's gotten worse. Yeah, maybe, but you need to have specific questions on this one. I'm not so sure. Interesting. All right. 1450 possibly, says Caleb. Yeah. So we got to think about with AMC right now. So here's the thing. I think about, I think, I think that you got to think about where AMC has been, where it's gone, where the levels were. 1450 was a key level in the past. If we start to really sell off, well, 1450 is where a lot of buyers stepped in. That could be a really, really strong level of support, and we could bounce off there. But here's the thing: people are going to come at us and be like, "Well, you said it couldn't get below 30." Well, it didn't look like it was going. It didn't really look like it was going to. Well, you said it couldn't get below 20. Well, it didn't really look like it was going to. Now it's like, oh, what's the bottom? We're looking at 1450, but or maybe like 1550 around there. But again, like it's very hard to tell because of the way the market's acting right now. We can give you our best estimate as where we think it's gonna like where it's gonna bottom out and the big money steps back in, but you're not gonna know until we actually get there and see the reaction around those levels. Like we saw strong support around 2080, and then what happened? Well, the market sold off and we went with it. So this market play right now, the reason why everything is moving is the market. People are gonna say, no, it's manipulation. Okay, cool. Like, yeah, they are going to be taking out a lot of shares against this thing and trying to short the nuts out of it. They're opportunistic. They're going to be shorting these stocks more in times like this. Absolutely. But why can they? Well, the market's falling. The reason why they can take this opportunity to try and push it down is because of the market really coming down. So we just got to watch 433 on the SPY right now. That is gnarly. How did you come up with 69? That was all Gabe. That was all Gabe. Does that seem too high? To be sure, it's like $3 a day, and if you look in the Discord at the what do you call it? At all the people making money in there, people will go in one day and make so much money. They're absolutely especially with the volatility like this. Like you just we'll go over it a little bit later. Let's see. No politics in the chat. Well, see, Kevin, I agree with you there. I agree with you there. Like, no, like political opinions in the chat. Because honestly, I hate to say this, your political opinion does not matter in terms of how the market's going to move. I'll put it bluntly like that. It doesn't matter. What does matter is what they're actually going to do. Whoever's in charge is going to do things that are going to move the market. So whatever they do, will put yourself in the best position possible in order to make money off of that. It doesn't really matter. Like yeah, I have my own personal opinions on things, but like it doesn't matter. Like they don't matter in terms of like how the market's going to move. Like my opinion on something doesn't change that the market's going to sell off or rip on a specific piece of news that comes out. Let's see. Is Chan Citadel? I don't know. Just brought over. They got over 2 million Trey's mustache. Fucking Christ. Oh, my. Oh, wait, hold on. I wasn't supposed to say that. All right. So, oh, man. 2.3 million borrowed shares already. We're at 20.5% estimated short interest. Estimated short interest right now, sold short, 105 million shares. Yeah. Are we buying the VIX now? Well, it's probably not the best time to short the VIX. So my name is kind of irrelevant. Let's see. Hedge your bets best you can, Apes. Hold on. Yep. SV sub buddy. What's up, Ron? How you doing? There is no possible way the shareholders can force a dang share count. You need a third-party audit source. Adam Aaron coming out with a count being out of like a proxy. But here's the problem with votes done by the company and the brokers. They are every single time. You're never going to get an accurate count because we've seen this from like interviews and documentaries and everything about naked shorting and how these things work. If you go and oh wait, hold on, I was supposed to do something. If you go to do a count and the broker sees, or whoever the third party service is, sees that there are more shares getting voted on, or there are more votes coming in than they're supposed to, what do? They trim off the top. So they're literally not you're never going to get an accurate representation of what the vote is. You need it done by a third party source. Is it going to be that one that we were talking about? I don't know. I don't really care who it is as long as they're the best and they can do a great job. I want to know who Ethereum used because they found that there were there was double the amount of short interest in their stock after their third party audit, which was pretty insane. Thoughts on puts on Bank of America, JPM, and Wells Fargo. If they raise rates, those banks are going to be able to make a little bit more money. They might sell off in the short term, but overall, their earnings will be better this year because of that. Let's see. They were afraid of SATEC, maybe by UVXB short TLT and HYG. HYG's high yield bonds, right? Yeah. So it's going to be pretty gnarly. Let's see. JP Morgan closes all remaining long ruble positions. Interesting. I blame this market on Pico. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whales will step in. Yeah, eventually they will. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. This is gonna be a crazy day. We want to make sure people have a place to go. So if you guys want to help out, it's free to do it. I don't really. I'm not asking for anything else from you guys. You guys, the amount of support that you guys have shown me on my channel recently is absolutely insane. So thank you to each and every one of you guys who are just being so supportive. It's really, really cool to see. You guys are all, like, this community is really, really, really cool. My SPY 439 puts, Brad, at a boy. Is there ever a point in the market where the SEC or other regulatory entity will step in and force short sellers to close their positions? Honestly, yes, actually. In 2008, they stopped the ability to short stocks for a short period of time. And that caused some stocks to really get going. Volkswagen, Overstock, a lot of those stocks started to go with high short interest because you can't short them anymore. So it's just normal market supply and demand, and you see it start to go. What do you guys want in the top right over here? I've got JP Morgan up here right now, but what do you guys want in the top right? I mean, this was just kind of there when we were going around. We don't really need to specifically have anything in the top right today. We're just kind of looking at AMC, GME, and mainly SPY. So SPY is going to be on the 5-minute. That's how I look at the 1348. If we start to get a pop, 13 crosses back over. It's going to be interesting today. Let's see. My ankles. We cannot. Top right, hood. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Put me in the top right, says the Paul. All right, everybody's saying hood. I could I'll put hood up there for a little bit. How's hood doing? Is it at like 12 yet? Oh, gnarly. All right, TLT is a good one. We'll leave TLT up there at some point today. So supply doesn't matter too much now with an unlimited naked share. No, that is creating the supply. The supply does matter. Top right, fee. No, hard. BBIG, we'll put that up there too. How's Biggie doing in the pre-market? Probably terrible. Everything's getting clobbered. Down 5%. Forward, how are we doing? Probably down 4.5%. Everything's getting hit. Hood puts printing. There you go. Your resistance to showing your ankles makes you want to see them more. I know. Now, okay, so here's the thing. We'll drop it down to 20. At your age, you speak like an economist. Kevin, I appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. How's Prague on Ortex? Probably gnarly. How's Prague doing in the pre-market? Down 7%. Nasty. Short interest coming down on this thing. Still a high cost to borrow, though. No, ankle's till 30. Okay, so I could move ankle level to 20, but I also think it should stay at 30. We are wearing VIX down on the ankles. No, you're not. You're not going to get me. All right. We got 32 minutes till the market opens, people. So many new investors panic selling. That's a big reason why we see margin calls. We're going to see margin calls on the longs, not the shorts. You said ankles incoming. I honestly didn't realize avocado that that's what it meant. I just thought it was funny to just say like something with ankles. And I just didn't realize until after people were like, oh, I thought I was going to see ankles. And I was like, oh, shoot, it does sound like that, doesn't it? I like didn't realize. Am I still holding? Yeah. Why would I sell now? Why? If I didn't sell at 70, why would I sell it 17, 16? That's crazy. That's crazy behavior. I could move ankle level. I could. Short interest on ankles. I'm heavily shorting the ankles right now. All right. Spot. Ooh. Let's see. Ashraf, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Got puts on IBM at 120, Hood at 10, Fisker 10, Ford 18, VIX calls 35. Got to hedge those AMC drops. Thoughts? Hood seems a little aggressive. Depends on what time you're looking at. If you've got these calls for like a lot of time, you're gonna do all right. But if they're like weeklies, that's gonna be a little bit aggressive, Ashraf. If they're weeklies, that's gnarly. I mean, we could see a little bit of nonsense in the market and it goes down, up, down, and we could see a rally. But if you got time on them, you're probably going to do fine. Vix ain't selling until he sees everyone in his chat's ankles. Nah, that would mean like 30. We're not doing that. We're holding for way long. Here's the thing. When you think about AMC right now, people are always, this is the other thing. When people come out and say like the YouTubers sold in June, it's like, do you really think that we're that smart that we can forecast the future and just be like, oh yeah, the top is in the 70s or coming back down? No, nobody can see that. Nobody can tell you where the price is going to go. We're all in this for a massive move. 70 was a big move, really big move. Do I think we can see bigger moves than that if it starts to get going? Absolutely. So why would I sell at 16? It doesn't make any sense to me. If you see a stock that you like go down with a high amount of potential, why would you sell it when it's down? Like, yeah, my average is I think in the 26s now. But what am I going to do? Sell it now? Why? Here's the other thing. I'm young. This is my personal thing too. So you got to think about like how your own personal situation is. I'm very young. I have enough time for this to play out. Years if it needs to. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't know. It depends. It's really highly shorted. We could easily see another big move with the cyclicality of these big moves. But again, I've also taken the largest bet that I've ever taken on AMC. So why would I sell now? It's the other thing is I despise most of these institutions over here that are messing around. I hate them. They're idiots. They're leeches to the entire financial system. Now, in my mind, my ticket to being like, screw you to a lot of these institutions is buying and holding AMC and GME and screwing the market maker over on a daily basis with options. Hold on now. There he is. All right, people. We got the mass gang coming in and the mass leader is in here. What's up, buddy?
Speaking about screwing market makers, how's it going, buddy?
Not much, man.
This is quite the bloodfest. Quite the bloodfest.
I know. Oh, is the free is the Discord link to the free chat and the gains channel working for you?
So apparently not. I got some responses back in the chat saying that it was not working. So I think I need to speak to Gabe and say, yo, what's going on with that shit?
Yeah, I was trying to talk to Gabe about it this morning because I was gonna throw it in there. I've got the Patreon in the first link, but I mean, I want to get people in there because like I want them to see for themselves, not just us trying to sell. Because like we're gonna like that's the thing. People are gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, Discord, blah blah blah. But like if you see the people in there like running it, it's like a little bit of a different situation.
Well, yeah, and the thing for me is like I don't know, one trade makes up the money for the Discord, and it's one of those things too where people don't know that people think that we just jumped on it. It's like we've been watching it for weeks. We've been looking at people make a bunch of money, and we're like, hold on, I want people that are with me to make that kind of money.
Exactly.
And you want people that are with you. We want people that are with us to make that kind of money as well. I'm gonna jump in the Discord. I'm gonna go get some breakfast and jump in the Discord for a pre-market. But man, let's freaking make some money today.
Let's have some fun, man. It's gonna be a gnarly day. Let's see.
I think
pop it open. I think SPY pop it open.
You think it's moving out? So you think it's gonna do what it did on Friday?
Pop open down.
Drip. Okay. Jeez. It's gonna be wild. It is gonna be wild. LFG. I'm in there. I love it.
Let's see. Yeah, this is not ever. There's just so much fear right now in the market. Just so much fear. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that we are we're looking at what could very well be the stock market walking the plank. You know, like on a ship where you're just walking the plank and you're kind of like you're on the edge. You're like, you don't know if you're gonna have to go in the water or not. You're kind of like, oh, that's recession down there, but we're over here. And it's like, yeah, but you know, the wind's blowing. We're kind of shaking side to side. You could fall off. You may not. Everyone's just kind of watching us like, where's the market gonna go?
Maybe I'll pick up some more Amy today at these discounts. It might have to. It just should be so tempting just with because I made it. That's the issue. I'll make deposits and then it takes a while for it to like be available for options. And then I'll see dips on AMC and I'm like, oh, I have cash here ready to go.
I know it's tough. I think what am I looking at right now? I think if AMC hits hits the low that it saw on Friday, then I'll probably buy some more.
Yeah. What is that?
1622.
Yeah, that's right
So
around there.
1622. If I see it, once I see the rejection, like the first rejection on the way down, like if it keeps dropping, I'll wait for the drop. First rejection on the like the 5-minute candle, I'll get back in.
Yeah, I think this price right here is right around where I was buying the dip on Friday. I think that's where it was. 1656. So it was right around here.
And just let people know, when I say I'm buying in, I'm literally talking about buying like 5 shares at a time.
Yeah.
Like I'm like people are like, you buying in? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you guys I'm buying in 100 shares. Like I'm being 100% honest, right? I'll buy in like 5 shares here, 5 shares there, because I know that if I do that consistently and it's not all of it, that I feel comfortable leaving it in there for a long period of time. If I go in with hundreds of shares, that's just cash that I can't touch for who
Right.
knows when, right? So I'm just like, all right,
Exactly.
a little bit
I
of
think I
extra
bought
cash here.
30 on I think I bought 30 on Friday total, which is like
Nice.
$500-$600, and like I'm a college student, so like I'm throwing money.
That's what? How much is that? Half your rent. Like that's a lot of money.
Less. My rent's stupid over here.
Yeah, I know.
They
I
kill
know.
us on rent.
That's how they make their money.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Yep.
You guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Later, man. All right, people. We got TMI coming in quickly. He's going to pop over to the Discord if you guys want to go hang out with him over there. So SPY right now, down 1.5% right now. That is a gnarly move right now. This is crazy. Yeah, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream just helps out the algorithm a whole lot. We're going to be, this is going to get interesting today. All right, so Amy right now, 1657 in the pre-market. We got GME 99.26 down below 100. I think honestly what the market's going to do at open, we've seen what happens with futures. I think buyers are going to step in at these levels right here. I think there's a lot of sitting buy orders in this range that we just haven't seen come in. And if we start to see those buyers come back up and we shoot out above this level, watch this level right here, like around 435 as some support if we really start to get going. But again, these are 5-minute candles on the SPY. Everything else is going to be on the 1 minute unless I tell you I change it. So let's see. Let's see. I've been doing the 5 and 10 at a time since below 11. There you go. There you go. Going to war. Jeez. Well, that's not ideal. I haven't seen anything come through the news feed. That's honestly the stupidest thing that you could honestly do right now. It's be like, oh, we're going to war. It's like rate hikes, war, unicorn. Like, really? We're going to play this game? The SPY is down 1.5% right now. All right. If you've got puts on the SPY going into open, man, you're going to print. You are really, really, really going to print. All right. Think we see a dovish J Powell? It's possible. It would be really nice to see for J Powell to become a little bit more dovish. We are going to get a lot of economic data this week too. Well, so we're getting GDP at the end of this week. We're getting the Fed's preferred measure of inflation, the PCE data. And then we're also getting Powell. We're getting earnings. Like this is craziness that we're about to see this week. It's going to be what? Bitcoin down 8.6%. That is, oh man, the SPY is down 1.6% right now. And selling hard. This is getting aggressive over here. The SPY is right now at 430.90. Remember, the high on the SPY is like 480. That's a 50-point drop over a couple of weeks. That is huge. It's very possible the Fed changes its course. They are going to see what's going on here and probably be like, all right, we need to tighten up a little bit. They're going to probably be like, all right, yeah, we'll do more. He's probably going to come out a little bit more dovish because they can't have this. Remember, they're all invested in this. They want to see things go up. Let's see. The further it goes down, the easier it is to average down. 100%. Let the world burn. Jeez. All right. Prague. What's Amy down right now? 7.9. GME at 99.63. The SPY is coming down even harder right now. 1.676% right now. This is crazy. Whew. Let's see here. Ortex. Yeah, I mean, I'll do a little bit more of an Amy Ortex over here just to see. They borrowed like 2 million shares on it today. With these moves this week, we are most likely going to see all-time high short interest on AMC. Holy shit. Holy shit. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. 3.67 million shares borrowed, 106 million estimated short interest. I think the high is like 108 million, TMI was saying. 20.75% estimated short interest. What are they doing on GME? This is so dangerous what they're doing right now. 129,000 shares borrowed. GME's looking to get above that 20% short interest mark. There are people in here with opposing opinions that are being silenced. I don't believe in censorship. Should have a talk with the mods. Interesting. Well, I haven't seen any. Trey's mustache. I haven't seen anything coming up. If it's going to be some like political opinion, it's kind of irrelevant to what we have going on here. It's just news. It's just like, okay, what's the news? That's it. You can have your own opinion on stuff. That's fine. Everybody has their own opinions. I have my own opinions, but it's not relevant. My opinions are not relevant to you, if that makes sense. It's just what is going on. How does the market move on it? How do we make money on it? We can have a political discussion all day long if you guys want to. But that's not really that's not going to help us make any money. List Me Realty Group, thank you so much for the super. Can you elaborate on your bullish theory last week in which you said you believe the last short-term shorts may cover since the big options date is over? Oh, no. So that's about, okay. So that was the best case ideal scenario in my mind for what I was looking at. So with that options chain last week, you could have seen a gnarly aggressive amount of shorting to get a lot of those options out of the money, not just with AMC, across the broad market. Now, if they don't need those shorts anymore, well, they'll unwind them over the next couple of weeks. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but that is a scenario that could play out. Or they're just going to short the nuts out of it, try to push these things down like we're kind of seeing this morning. They are taking out so many shares on loan against AMC today. They're going to sell a lot of shares into the market. And here's the thing. I think we might be seeing this whole don't buy nonsense come back into effect. You guys saw what happened before when that whole don't buy stuff started to come back. Doesn't make any sense. The message is buy to a lit exchange if you don't want your orders to get routed into a dark pool internalized and limit price discovery. It's not don't buy. If you want to buy, buy. If you don't want to buy, don't buy. But don't think that not buying is not doing anything, because the volume that we saw at the time last week when people were like, oh, I'm all about to buy, like it wasn't that crazy. It like really was not that crazy. Retail doesn't really have enough money to pump stuff. It's going to be institutions and market makers coming in like when they have to buy. That's what we're looking. How's TLT doing? TLT was up about 0.5%, which is not really enough to cause this type of move in the spot. Yeah, 0.44% in TLT this morning, not enough to cause a 1.58% drop in the SPY. Let's see. Ooh, M. Kriegs, that's not good. Is everyone using Public? I mean, Public's a lit exchange if you want to do that too. I don't have a Public link. I don't really see. Here's the thing. I don't really want to have a link to something that I don't use, or two, I don't know everything about. Because we've seen it many times. Like a brokerage will come out and it's like, oh yeah, this one's probably good. And then it's like, no, it's not actually that good. So I'm not messing around with that. If I can talk about them, but I'm not trying to make money off you going to a brokerage anymore. It's like they're all going to be doing nonsense over here. How can I join the Discord? It's the first link in the description if you want to join. We're having issues with the link to like the free part of the Discord right now. It's just saying the link is invalid, but we'll figure that out a little bit late. I mean, we're trying to figure it out right now. So you can go in the free chat. So we've got about 18 minutes until the market opens right here. Everything is really getting a little bit selly. Y'all shouldn't be using affiliate links anyway. Why? I don't understand that. Expect to bounce to 1750 on AMC at open. There you go. How much rate hike is expected? When will it be effective? I'm thinking that it's going to be March. That's kind of what the expectation is right here, and it's going to be 25 basis points. That's what I'm expecting, and that makes the most sense. It doesn't make any sense for them to do anything else. If they're going to come out and do a rate hike this week, that's craziness, and they should not be doing that. They should wait until they can kind of let things go for a little bit more and see if inflation is going to kind of like taper. And then we're going to see what's really going to happen. Weeble CEO was talking shit on Apes transfer when possible. Yeah, he was. The Discord is through Review Dork. It's through all of us. It's all of our Discord. I'm doing good today, Jorge. It's going to be gnarly. We're going to be looking for any of these 1348 alerts coming out. And if they do, and everything makes sense, money printer. Here we go. A market crash is in the pipeline. Yes. And rate hikes will screw hedgies. If you're long, if you're long, you're gonna get hammered on those rate hike moves. Let's see. All right, SPY moving back up a little bit here, but nothing too crazy. It's gonna be weird looking at it on the 5-minute chart, but we'll get used to it. When I joined, it took me to something called Vimeo. No, it shouldn't have done that. Is this a controlled market crash? No, this is not controlled. Are rate hikes good for us? Rate hikes are going to cause money to get sucked out of the market. So you're going to have a little. Is it on Vimeo? No. It's on Discord, Chris. I don't know what I don't know where you signed up through. You never lived in a bear market before. Yeah, I'm 22. That's how that works. Is it smart to sell Nvidia or Apple at these prices? Why? If you like them long term, why wouldn't you just buy more or sell puts or sell calls on your position? That's kind of what a lot of. I mean, what you can do right now. Here, there are a couple of strategies that you can use to hedge yourself. One, if you're long term bullish on the market, you can buy at the money calls or even a little bit out of the money calls, like for years out, and then just sell calls against it and lower your cost basis every single week or every single month. Because if you sell a call, let's say the stock is at 100, you buy a call at 105. And you're selling calls at 110, 115 every single week. Well, you have the right to buy at 105. So even if it runs up to 110, I mean, you're still going to make a decent amount of money. You're not going to get absolutely screwed. So you still are going to make at least $500 on that trade, on that little spread. So there's that way you can do it. You can buy calls, sell calls against it. You can buy puts. You can sell puts to get in at a lower price. Selling puts right now is going to be a little bit more risky because let's say a stock's trading at 100, you sell a put at 95, it goes to 80, you have to buy at 95. That's a little bit wonky over there. I remember 20% short interest. 20% interest rates in the late 70s, early 80s. We're not going to get back up there again. Let's see. An imminent steep downturn seems too obvious right now. Yeah. Short interest on AMC is above 20% right now. They pumped the stock market full of stimulus money. Now we're seeing the results. Yeah, a little bit. We're kind of just starting to see the money start to get sucked out. Not really, though. The rate hikes haven't even started. People are just preparing for it and getting nervous about it. Microsoft holding steady. Microsoft had earnings this week, so watch out on that one. So anything that has earnings this week, Microsoft, Hood, Tesla, Apple, they're going to move a little bit differently as investors are going to be more focused on that short term, like, okay, there's a giant event for these companies coming up. No, the SEC and these YouTubers are playing us. Interesting. I don't understand this. I am in AMC. I have like a lot of shares for my personal financial situation. Like I wanted to see it go up. I want to see it go up. I literally don't get it. You can think what you want, but like that's kind of a silly thing to say. They bought shares in the morning, ping pong back and forth, then return them before market closed. And they may not do that today and this week. It's going to get a little bit dark. Let's see what they got up to on AMC today. Like, are they above 3 or 4 million now? 3.67 million. We're about to get up to 21% estimated short interest right now. That's insane. That's insane numbers. Yeah, so we talked about the OBV a little bit. So it's kind of giving you an indication of like what's going are like are retail investors and institutional investors selling or not. When you compare AMC to GME, AMC had a larger percentage decrease in that OBV indicator than GME did, but at the same time, AMC is way more shares out there. There's a lot more nonsense going on with AMC. There's a lot more institutions involved with it. And again, it's still at very, very high levels. So it's not like, oh my God, everyone's no, it's not that. I've seen both sides of it. People trying to refute it. They're messing with the scale on the chart. You can make it look like everyone's selling, but it's not really what you think it is. GME's came down a little bit as well. I think it came down like 2 or 3%. And AMC's came down like I think between 6 and 9% on the OBV. So it's still basically it's like relatively close. Let's see here. We have about 11 minutes until the market opens, people. This is going to be gnarly. Let's see. Borrowed is up. Sorry, I didn't see the number. Yeah, it's like 3.67 million. No. OBV is on balance volume. You can't play options. How would you play this market? Inverse ETFs. That's how I would play this market. That's how I would play this market. If you cannot trade options, inverse levered ETFs is what I would say is going to be a decent hedge. Let's see here. Yeah. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, this is going to be a crazy day over here. All right. Pixie. Yeah, I'll take a look at Pixie. It was like Shift Pixie. That's such a wild. Shift Pixie's up 20% in the pre-market. What the hell is this? You guys have been calling out Pixie for a while, and this thing is holding up very, very strong. Watch out, though. If this is getting heavily shorted, I mean, it's got really high utilization, really high short interest. I don't see a cost of borrow yet. The average cost of borrow right here is like 183%, but no shares have been borrowed on it today. So this thing's getting, we can leave Pixie up there for a little while, but don't chase this thing. I believe this thing has already ran up a significant amount. Yeah, from the lows. I mean, it went from, what is this? 113 to 152 in the pre-market. It's been looking decent, but it's been like really jumpy, recently. So SPY right now down 1.5%, Amy down 8% now, and GME is down 6%. This is gnarly. Would it be a bad time to go long on the VIX? It would have been a little bit better. What do you call it? To go like a week ago, but again, you easily could see a lot of volatility still like staying in the marketplace right now. That's the thing. Like I can feel that some of you guys are a little bit like angry about AMC right now, but it's a broad market move. Like you got to, when the market's going to sell off this hard and people are like spreading misinformation, like no negative beta is going to come and save us. That's what we've been saying. It's not going to come and save us. It's a backward looking metric. So when the SPY starts to sell off like this, there are two ways to get shorts to cover. There are two ways. One, they decide for themselves that they are going to cover their short position. So that is going to be, they made a bunch of money on their short. They cover, hope maybe you see a massive price increase if shorts start to cover in mass. The second way is if they are going to get forced out by not wanting to continue to pay those margin balances in their account. Those are the two ways you get the shorts to cover. And when they're in that range in the middle of like, okay, well, it's up here, it's down here, they're kind of in the middle. Then it's just going to be this wishy-washy cycle of like some shorts coming in, some shorts getting out, but it's not really going to be a net effect. The options last week, honestly, the volume, no volume over here, but it was pretty decent coming into this week. I think people are finally starting to learn and figure out that, the 145s are probably not the smartest thing to be buying. All right, let's see what the SPY's doing over here. We'll get Lucid up here for a little bit. I don't think anybody will go wildly chasing Lucid. Where's GME down here? Let's see. All right. Do you think DWAC will go up or down today at open? I think everything's gonna get. I think there's gonna be a little bit of buyers today buying this up at open, just in general with the market. But again, like the whole market, it's just weak. Boss Bunch said MOAS this week. I don't know about that. You never know though. That's the thing. Like you can call for it every single week. Some people, I was seeing messages like, I'm mad at you for saying that it's going to take a long time. And I'm like, why would you want me to come? Like, do you want me to come out and say like MOAS this week, like it's going to go this week to get everyone hyped up and then everybody get disappointed when it doesn't happen? I'd rather come out and be like, okay, well, the realistic view of this situation right now is that the market is coming down hard. We have a lot of bearish catalyst weighing down on the market, and the market's selling off very, very hard. The short interest is rising. We're not really at those levels yet, low enough, in my opinion, now where the shorts would logically be like, all right, time to cover, even though if they were shorting at 50 and it's at 16 right now, that's a stupid thing to hold on to this position right now. I just want to be like completely honest with you and like what I think. I think these situations are going to take a long, all right, selling right now on AMC right now. Remember, they have taken out a boatload of shares on this thing in the pre-market. So watch out. We got SPY down here. We're down 1.52. We got GME at 150 right now. I mean, it popped up a little bit here. Let's see. Grab a helmet and hold. There we go. Market crashes upon us. Look out below. It might, man. My SPY 428 puts are actually going to print. What are we at right now? 431. I mean, yeah, if you've got like not dailies today, they may not print today, but Man, this is gonna get gnarly. Yay, MOS this week. Like I could come out and just say that every single week to you guys if I really wanted to, but like that's not gonna help anybody. Today is put on a helmet day. Yeah, got my helmet on. Hopefully everybody's got their helmet on. All right, so SPY down 1.5. It's getting gnarly over here. If market crashes equals margin call on long positions, Maxine. Think about it. If you're short, you want things to go down. If things go down, your position gets better. You're going further away from your margin call. Trey's mustache, you're calling within 3 weeks, 150 to 300 on AMC. Ho, 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 ho. I mean, we've seen it a couple times in the past where, like, especially with January, it was after the options date. So, like, it was the options that came in were like the FOMO options, which is honestly more dangerous for the market makers. Let's see. They're trying to ladder down AMC with the crash. They don't even have to. They don't even have to. They have to close or cover for the MOAS. That's semantics right there. I see people being like, "No, you mean close?" No. It's semantics. Closing is literally just saying they're covering their entire position. They're buying back all of their shares. Covering is buying back some of their shares. Either way, it's buying volume. So you're going to see more buying volume get just put into the stock if shorts start to say that they want to get out. What's the option chain looking like? Let's wait till the market opens to really take a look at that. Because, well, the option chain is probably not going to be all that crazy this week. Just because it's coming after an expiration date, but it looked really good on the volume, on the at the money strikes. The volume on the at the money strikes for this week was way more than the deep out of the money strikes, which is a really, really good thing to see. How many shares did they take out today? Like 4 million. Let me see if they got up there yet. 3.67 million shares borrowed. That's insane numbers. Tesla puts printing. There you go. Let's see. If AMC does manage to go on a little run, people will flock to the green in a sea of red. Yep. Do not copy me, says Tyler. If AMC keeps dropping, I might get a loan to buy more. That's just, be careful, bud. And then the other thing is with margin. Like if you're going to be buying on margin in these levels, like here's the thing. If you bought on margin in the pandemic crash of March and you just held till now, you're literally crushing it. But it's risky. Like be very, very careful with margin. In my mind, I'm never probably going to be trading with margin. It just doesn't make sense in my mind. Why would I lever up with an interest rate when I could just buy options if I want to lever up the money that I have? In my mind, it doesn't make sense. If you want to short, I mean, if I think something's going to go down, I'm just going to buy puts on it. And that's the leverage right there. Margin's very, very dangerous. Let's see. Nate, that's all right, buddy. Honestly, I think this is a big bear trap setup. Ugh, I don't know, man. I don't know, M. Creeks. This is gnarly. Smash the like. Thank you, STV Share. I appreciate that. Oh, God. That's okay. Now I read the second part of that message, and that's a little bit aggressive. Oh, no margin, personal payday loan. Gotcha. About to get margin called. Man, see, that's the danger with margin. And I mean, if you've been selling covered calls, you're probably doing great. But you're playing with fire. That's the problem. You are playing with fire if you are selling covered calls and buying on margins. So SPY's trying to move up a little bit here. It's on 1.27. We got 2 minutes until the market opens, people. Get ready. Get ready. What are we learning in real estate class today? I don't think I have real estate class today. I have like my finance class that I'm not going to go to, but I have history class that I might go to, but that's in the afternoon. And it's like, I'll just put the headphones in and go for it. But we're going to be good. Space Vortex is gnarly. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. 44% shorted, low cost to borrow though, and decent decent utilization, but that short interest on space 44.31%. That's insane. SPY dump inbound. It might. I mean, I think it's going to pop at open and then sell off throughout the rest of the day. You saw what future. I mean, if you guys were looking at the futures market last night, it looked good. Like it looked great. Like the futures market, people were buying the dip. and then tank. So let's see what happens when the market opens. If investors in general are going to come back and buy the dip at these levels, they might on it. It's possible that there's going to be a lot of dip buying going on here ahead of Powell. Let's see. Dow Jones will fall over 1K today. That would be nasty. That would be nasty. Synthetic, says Long Jericho. I mean, right now there's more shares that they can loan out on AMC because institutions have more shares. How can utilization keep going down when they borrow more and more shares? Well, we're getting a little bit of a, all right, we got less than a minute till the market opens here. So the utilization thing is a little bit gnarly just because one, they're messing around with like lending shares out and then returning a bunch of them, so it's messing with the numbers a little bit. The other way that the utilization is going down is institutions have been buying AMC shares so much over the last couple of quarters, so they have more shares, so they can loan out more shares, but they're not loaning out in as much of a fact. If they were loaning out the shares that they were actually saying that they would loan out, the short interest would be like 30% right now. So that's messing with our utilization and cost of borrow. But the cost of borrow is stepping up a little bit on like GME and AMC. So let's take a look at GME really quickly. The market is open. Ding, ding, ding. Let me do this really, really quickly so we can get back to the charts. GME's cost of borrow is stepping up a little bit. Whoa, GME is about to hit 20% short interest. Hold on. Look out below on the SPY. Watch SPY at 430. If it breaks there, Amy selling off to this little zone right here, coming down hard. Everything is good. GME kind of hanging flat right here. I mean, they don't have as many shares on GME right now, but they have a boatload of shares to use against AMC. So we're down 10% right now. GME's flickering right around 100. We got the SPY flickering right around 431 right now. This is getting interesting. AMC jumping? No, AMC's right here. AMC is not jumping. Let's see. Big green. What are you looking at? I don't see what you're looking at over here. GME, a little bit of green over here, back above 100. But look at this level right here. It is using this 16 level, this top of this little supply and demand zone range as a little bit of support. Let's see if it, nope, not holding. They're selling all these shares into it. Man, this is getting gnarly. GME down 6% right now. Amy's down about 11.5. The SPY is coming down about 1.6% right now. This is gnarly. I think our goal should just be to get on SSR. Klein, no, we don't need that. On Robinhood, it jumped to 18. Stephanie, what are you doing on Robinhood? All right, DWAC coming up a little bit here. Where's Biggie? Where's Biggie? Biggie selling off hard. Hold up. All right, where's SPY? SPY 430. I mean, it's down 1.5. Let's see if the buyers are not looking like they want to step back in yet. Amy popping back up above that range a little bit over here. Hold on. Let's see. Hold up. All right. Oh, GME with a nice little green candle here. Here we go. We got Amy with a nice little one too. What'd the SPY do? And a little bit of a green candle coming up to the 13 EMA. So I did change these average, the moving averages on the chart. So we have the 13, the 24, the 48, and the 200. So a lot more 13. GME popping up here. I like it. I like it. Amy 1633 got a nice little pop off of these lows here. Hold on, people. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm here. This is a crazy day so far. This is going to be gnarly. This is going to be absolutely gnarly. Uptick short. Yeah. I mean, they could be doing, they've already taken out so many shares on loan against this thing today. So let's see. GME getting a nice little pop over here. I like it. Amy, same thing. 1650 right here, coming back up. Ho, here we go. All right. All right, here we go. So, wait, hold on. What the heck? All right, that got filled. Interesting. I want this gone. How many of these do I have? 4. I want that gone. Bing bong. Bing bong. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this green candle over here. Let's see if Amy can get back above 17. Here we go. The SPY's just kind of hanging out. Amy just came right back up to the 200 EMA. GME is coming up a little bit here, only down 3.67% right here. The SPY not doing a whole lot right now, down about 1.5%. And Amy and GME are starting to get a little bit jumpy. Jump to 18 on Robinhood. I think that's a little bit nonsense. Not that it matters, STV, but we are on SSR again for tomorrow. Thanks. Let's see. We can hit SoFi really quickly. All right. SoFi. Wow, I would have literally made so much money if I held those puts. All right. SPY coming up a little bit here. Let's see. Amy and GME. I mean, they're looking like they want to make a little bit of a move back up here. The buyers are trying to step in a little bit. The Ortex data on these two things, they're both approaching 20% estimated short interest. That's crazy. Dude, it's nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's very much nonsense. Margot, I think you're lagging. We have this problem sometimes today. Make sure you click that live button. Let's make these charts a little bit bigger over here. Hold on now. Oh, Amy. C-Sams, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Don't be so happy the green candles are only the delayed buy orders from Friday. If that's real, I don't know. Keith, thanks for the super, buddy. Morning SCB. That is the very definition of a boom boom candle. But now we have to watch them walk it down. It's okay. I buy and hold. Yeah, they might try to do that over here, but the SPY's trying to. So this is kind of what we were hoping would happen. A little bit of a run up in the SPY as the market opens. I mean, it's not very much, but it went from about 430 to 432. SoFi getting a little bit of a jump here. Hold on. All right. Shorts lost. We just have to wait them out now. Klein dropper, 100%. I would agree with you on that one, buddy. See, here's the other thing. Just because the price is going down does not mean the shorts are correct in what they've done. They just have more money than retail investors. David, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Usually buy AMC on public and shares go through no issues instantly. Right now it says place a pending order. It says will clear by the end of the day. Ooh, interesting. BBIG moving. Hold on now. Oh, Biggie getting some candles over here. I like to see it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Biggie trying to make a little bit of a move here, huh? Let's see. Spot. Amy hanging right around that 200 EMA. BBIG got back above 3, down 5%. Not bad. Not bad. Shark fin. Are they shark finning it? Nah, they haven't shark finned it yet. They haven't shark finned it yet. TLT crashing. Oh, boy. Hold on. Nah, it's coming down a little bit. That's not it's still green. That's kind of why we were going to see if TLT starts to sell off throughout the day, watch SPY start to bleed up. Melt up. Oh, whoa, little pop here on Amy. Hold on. Let's get above 17 here, people. Come on. Come on, Amy. Do your thing. Do your thing. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, we're down $1. 6% right now. Come on. Get back up there. Go. Go, Amy. Jimmy. No. Stop this red nonsense. Get up there. See, you know what I don't want to see? I don't want to see what they do like every single day where they let it run in like the first 15, 20 minutes and then just tank it for the rest of the day. That is not what we want to see. BBBY booming. Uh-oh, hold on. Is something happening here? Wow, Bed Bath & Beyond just went from 12 to... Whoa, that's a big move. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Good morning, family. It's Keith time. Stay strong. Don't give in to the dark side. Breathe. Here we go. Hood is Hood tanking? Come on, Hood. Get down. Down, girl. Down, Hood. I always type in the Hood ticker wrong. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just brain dead. Oh, I mean, Hood came up a little bit, down 3.5%. Amy coming right down to this 200 EMA right here. On the 1 minute. All right, coming back down a little. SPY moving down. No, stop it. Stop it. Peloton running. Interesting. SVU, what did I say? M Creeks, wait till like 30 minutes on the SPY and then see what happens. It could come back up. We could see the buyers come step back in today. I'm not making any decisions yet, though. It's playing like crypto. Yeah, this is getting gnarly over here. All right, Hood coming up. Get this. I don't want Hood on my screen if it's coming up. I don't want any of that crap. All right, BBBY looking good over here. GME 101.46. Amy pop back up here. 60. We're trying to get that push. Ooh, SPY with a nice little pop here. Come on. Hood is doing better than AMC. Not really. AMC margin call soon. No, 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 no. You would need the price a lot higher for a margin call. Keith, thank you so much for the super, buddy. Good morning, everyone. It's grandpa time. Let's do this today. Buy and hold, stand firm, ankles in the chat. There we go. Yeah, also for everybody filtered in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a whole lot. Whoa, you guys have been crushing it recently. Whoa, you guys are doing good on the likes today. Thank you guys. 19 today, at least on AMC, says Jeffrey. Boy, that would be awesome. I would love to see that. Is there a scenario where shorts and retail win? Yes, there is. Well, here some of the shorts are not going to win. Well, BBBY coming up. Jimmy getting a little bit of a pop. Let's see. Was he? Oh, I think, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Pretty nice 10-minute can. Amy, what's the volume on this thing right here? 100,000. What are the volume on these? 504. Volume on AMC right now, 5.53 million. SPY making a little bit of a move up here. Hold on. Let's check Ortex on GME. What do they do on it? What have they done? 155,000 shares borrowed, 19.99% estimated short interest. Nonsense. Nonsense over here. All right, what's AMC? 20.75, 3.67 million shares borrowed today. That's crazy behavior. Absolutely crazy behavior. They're clearing orders from VWAP on SPY for a little run up. Oh, I don't have VWAP on here anymore. I probably should throw that on there. All right. 1673. Come on, let's get above that 17 and start to get running a little bit here. All right. All righty. Amy, 16.6. All right. I think Ben is correct. The account can get called and they would need to close position. Okay. Think about this, guys. If you're thinking about margin calls on positions, right now, they would be getting margin called on long positions. If you are trading on margin and you have a short and the position goes down, you are getting further away from a margin call. You don't need more money when the position is going in your direction. SPY just kind of hanging out right here at 432.50. Amy down about 8. It came down off of those little more recent highs in the upper 16s, close to 17. GME now down at around BBBY with a nice little pop here. Ford, what's Ford looking like? I mean, Ford might have came up with this little bit of a pop, but not into the green. Yeah, Ford is down at 20 right now. So if you guys did have puts going into today, I mean, you're probably up a decent amount. We could see a little bit of a run up in the beginning part of the day today, and then a massive sell off again towards the afternoon. But we're just gonna have to wait. 1450 could be the spot where we bounce on AMC. Caleb, that's correct. I mean, it could be. That was the last breakout level. Where's Biggie? Is Biggie doing all right over here? Yeah, it's still above 3. Not too bad over here. I owe you $1. M-Creek, for what? I think STV has never been margin called. No, I haven't because I don't trade on margin. But if you are short and you have a position, getting a lot of stuff. BBY 1348 crossover on the 3-minute. Ho, 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 ho. Let's see. SPY. Let's see here. Huge fake sell, I see. Yeah, happens. Did you see that me, Kevin, is 100% in on AMC right now? Yeah, he is. He sold everything else but AMC. It was funny. I like that. IWM, you want the short interest on it, or you want to just see IWM? It's going to be moving very, very close to SPY. Very close to SPY. Let's see. I've gotten called on a cash account? That doesn't make any sense. But you get margin called on your whole account, not on your position. What if you're net short, though, Ben? What if you're net short? A lot of these institutions have gone to net short. You could easily see a lot of margin calls, but you might liquidate from your short position that's up to get the cash. You might. It's possible. That's very, very possible that that's going to happen. That they would do that. But if they have enough of a hedge on where it's not going to make that much of a difference, in the sell off is going to get counteracted by the short. I mean, sell-off is going to get counteracted by the short positions increasing, then they'll be fine. But SPY making a little bit of a move down here. Microsoft earnings will rocket the market, or Microsoft's going to tank on earnings. Let's see. Loaded up at 1603. Come on, hedgies. I want cheaper, says OG Smokey. There you go. Long only if they're wildly overweight on Tesla. It's all portfolio weighting. That's what it is. Let's see. Where is this? The Salty Miner, what'd you say? Where is it up there? What did Zero Hedge say? They usually have some good stuff. I don't see it. If one thesis is that large banks loan out their shares to short hedge funds, is this drop then forcing some of the banks to get their shares back to collect liquidity again? Depends on... no, it depends. It really depends. If they want the liquidity back, then yes, but they're not going to want those shares. Why would they want the shares back? Let's see. Let's see. 40K share buy on Webull level 2. That's not, I mean, Amy's coming right back down to this level that it liked before. So let's see if it's going to bounce off of this. SPY, well, SPY at 4. SPY just selling down below 430 now. Uh-oh, below on the SPY. Down almost 2% right now on the SPY. Everything is getting very, very, very selly right now. Pixie's up 30. No way. Jesus, this thing is nuclear. All right, Amy bounced off of this range right here. SPY coming back up off of that little drop below 30. It's just flicking around right here. The buyers are stepping in at this $30 or 430 level. Let's see if they're going to be able to hold it, because it's right smack dab in the middle of this previous supply and demand zone. This could get gnarly. JP Morgan closing long positions due to internet. Yeah, I saw that earlier. The VIX is doing well. I bet it is. I bet it's doing very, very well right now. Hold on. Why is Kohl's up 33%? Nonsense. Let's see here. All right, Amy. See, bouncing off these levels again. Hold on. All right, Amy doesn't really want to go into this little blue range down here, this little supply and demand zone. The SPY's perfectly fine with hanging out in here right now, and it is getting a little bit of action at this 430 level. They're kind of buying it up here right in the middle. So let's see what happens at that 430 level. Let's see. Kohl's take. Oh, buyout offer. Gotcha. When will they no longer be able to push AMC down? It feels like nothing can stop them. Well, one, we're gonna need to see the market stop freaking out, because they're kind of using that as like not an excuse, but like they're justifying their shorts, being like, oh yeah, the market's coming down, we're gonna short this because of this, and this. And then once they get up to those high, the thing is that if you want to see high utilization and high cost to borrow on AMC, there needs to be a lot more short interest in it, just because of the vast amount of shares that they're willing to lend out right now. Like a lot more shares could just come through, which the thing is that GME has less. So and they move. You can't really argue at this point that they are not going to be moving somewhat similarly. If one of them is going to have a big move, the other one is going to follow. And we come over to GME's Ortex data right now. They're at 19.99% estimated. The cost to borrow is stepping up, and the utilization is going to start to come up too. So when that happens, remember the catalyst for back in June on AMC was like the technical breakout, high utilization, high cost to borrow. The stock started to run. The cost to borrow went even higher. The shorts didn't want to pay that. Some of them got out. That helped the buying pressure, retail buying, options running in the money. But now with GME, well, AMC is in a little bit of a predicament with that type of data, just because the institutions have bought so many shares on margin. They're saying that they'll loan them out, but they're not actually going out on loan right now. So when you look at that, it's like, okay, well, on GME, it's slightly different. The shares are going out on loan. They're jacking up the short interest, utilization, and cost to borrow. And that's dangerous as that starts to continue to play out. Oh, Pixie is up 42% right now. Whoever's been calling out Pixie, you're crushing it. My $76 weekly put on RCL is actually making me some money. Too bad my $19 AMC call for this Friday is killing me at the moment. Yeah. So Amy back down into this range right here. SPY's trying to come down and test this 430 again, but the buyers have come in and said nope on this 430 so far today. GME's at 98.21. Amy just fell down below 16. It is at 15.99, 98, 97, just flickering around in this range right here. Pixie is killing it today. How low is SoFi going? Let me take a look where I have on SoFi. I don't know if I drew it. Yeah, I didn't draw it, but on the 4-hour, I mean, I think it came down to the level that I wanted to see it go to. Yeah, right. No, it came down even lower. So watch low 12s on SoFi. All right, Amy trying to get back above 16 right here. Here comes SPY with another test of 430. This is going to get interesting. If SPY ends up breaking like really to the lower end of this range, that's going to be gnarly. Buyers step back up again on the SPY when it just fell below 430. They are wiping out some of those buy orders though. So if the sellers can keep coming in and just hitting it below 430, the buyers are going to get fatigued and they may not be able to continue to push it up at those levels. GME with a big red candle, Amy with a big red candle, SPY coming down a little bit here. It's just kind of hanging out at these lows. Let's see. SPY dropped to 426. The lower end of this range is about 426 right here. Oh boy, I just heard a knock on the door that's yelling maintenance. We could have maintenance man coming in again. Let's see. Just picking daily movers, acting like you're the one making those moves. St. Cali, what the hell are you talking about? I literally just, as somebody asked about SoFi, and I literally asked about Pixie, and I said, whoever was calling out Pixie is killing it, which would suggest that it was not me that did it. You must be a little bit angry about something today, buddy. I don't know what's up with you. Oh, the OREV. What's up, man? How you doing? It's Ken. Don't answer. Oh, not you, Vix? St. Cali. All right. Sorry. I do that sometimes, and I apologize. I apologize, St. Cali. That's on me. That one's on me. I love you. That's what because I know you're always in here, which honestly being pretty positive. So that message did catch me off guard with you. Or text on AMC. That's his GME. Let's see if they got it over 4 million. Did they? Nah, 3.67 million. Still wired. The maintenance man. I care about the maintenance man is crazy. Maintenance man. Here comes SPY. The buyers are not liking this one now. SPY moving down here pretty aggressively. Uh-oh. Literally everyone is mad. AMC should not be at 15. The SPY should not be at 428. Everything is just selling so hard right now. AMC daily RSI is under 20. That is insane. Ortex does not matter. Why ask? Yeah, it kind of does. I think it does. There are some data points on there that I do like to see. Mainly like cost of borrow, utilization, and how aggressive it is. But you're just looking at like an SPY moving down hard over here with Amy trying to get a little bit of a bump up here, but not GME at 97. GME had a low last week, I think of like 92. It was so insane. Let's see. Tesla almost at 850. Tesla also has earnings that made $220 on my SPY 436 put. Robert, atta boy. Atta freaking boy. So the 1348 today crossed in the pre-market. So again, with the requirements in order for me to get into one, I need to see one during the day. So the blue line's the 13, the red line's the 48, the yellow's the 200 EMA, and the green is the 24. Cinemark down only 4. I mean, at least they're down today with us, and we don't see any of this other BS happening. STV's chair, thank you so much for the super. M. Kriegs owed you 1 and 1 for me, but hit the like. Thanks, STV's chair. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream just helps out with the algo. Jesus. Amy, 1570 right now, down 12%. The SPY's down 1.9%. Jesus. Keith, thanks for the super, buddy. Is it weird that the lower they push down AMC and GME, the more excited I get? Let them do their worst. The shorts are proving that retail thesis that the market is rigged. A reckoning is coming. Yeah. Hood new all-time low. Keith, thanks for that super, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, hood, new all-time low over here, 12.11. Jesus. All right. SPY can't it's trying to get back above 430, but the buyers are struggling. 1582 on Amy, 9681 on GME. Peloton is up over 5%. That's insane. Days to cover on AMC, 2.57. All right, SPY's trying to get back above 430. Let's see what the buy. GME 97, 1586 on Amy. Let's see. Short the hood. Screw it. I'm holding, not gonna quit. Attaboy, Joe. Let's see. I agree with what Keith said. There you go. Can I yell dibs at $3 for Amy and just own the companies? No, you can't. You can't. Hood. Anytime I put up Hood and you guys ask me to put up Robinhood, it just starts to bounce. Not a fan. Biggie selling off now off of those little highs. Hold on. Oh, SPY back to 430. Amy trying to get back up above 16. Here we go. Let's see. After AMC, I'm leaving the market. I understand that, but like long-term investing on a lot of this nonsense, but there's a lot of money to be made. Ethan, thanks for the super, buddy. Days like this call for a nice warm chicken noodle supers. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Why can politicians bet on the stock market, but athletes can't bet on games? That's a very good question right there. Very good question. You should be able to bet on yourself, but you shouldn't be able to bet against your own team. I think it's perfectly fine if you want to bet on your own team. I think that's fine. Like if you're an athlete and you want to bet on your own team, I think that's perfectly fine. But if you want to bet against your own team, that's not okay. Amy getting some candles here. 1608, not doing too bad. I mean, it's down 10%, so it's trying to come back up. SPY's getting a little bit of a pop here. Not bad, but it's, again, nothing crazy going on. 1348's already kind of triggered in the pre-market. We haven't really seen a change of that today. Like it's your fault when stocks go down. You're only trying to help. I don't get the hostility towards you. Screw them. Simon, it's fine. I understand that people are going to get angry, and the person that is easiest to direct the anger at is like the people streaming. It's fine. We chose to do this. We have to deal with what people are going to react. Betting on your own team is so easy to throw a game. No. Betting for your own team, like for you to win, like the easy bet, win, lose, easy. Whatever the odds are, you can do that. But the spreads and stuff, that's kind of nonsense. SPY back above 430. That's not bad. BBIG's coming back up. GME trying to get back above 100. Amy's back above 16. So let's see if we can get that push to 17. We got a long way to go, though. One fast duster, never mad at SCV. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Are we on SSR again? Yes. Actually, let's say we haven't even taken a look at the option chain or Max Payne this week. Is it relevant? I don't know. Let's see. I haven't even taken a look at it yet. Stonko tracker. All right. SSR is on. Wow. We have 100,000 contracts out of the money this week. What? How the hell do we have 100,000 already? Hey, what is this? What is this crap at 60? 13,000 open interest? What the hell? Why isn't that in the money or at the money contracts? What the hell, guys? That's not all right. I don't like to see that. What's the volume today on the chain? Okay, volume's decent over here. What's the volume on this? Okay, good. At least the volume on the at the monies is massively outweighing the way out of the monies. I want to see these in the money contracts start to pick up in volume too, because then that's really going to signify, okay, retail investors are really learning how options affect things. And then let's take a look at Max Payne. Max Payne. What is the Mac Payne on AMC this week? It's probably like, wait, I just typed in Mac Payne. That was stupid. Into the ticker bar. AMC. 20. Max Payne's 20 for this week. No matter how low you are, chatting with SCV is a legit stress buster. I appreciate that, man. Is the market following crypto or crypto following market? It's probably the same algorithm. Why do you say, I don't say AME, I say Amy. All right. Amy bouncing off of this little range over here again. SPY trying to hold that 430. I mean, that little sell-off then bounced right back up to 430. It's a decent sign to see that the market's just not gonna capitulate like that on the way down, but it is starting to move down now. Let's see if the buyers are gonna step back in and say, "Nope, not again." They're kind of fighting at this $430 mark right here. NNDM is the next play. Let's go. Tons of cash, double their market cap. Yeah, NNDM with the dragonfly. I gotta take a look at that. They've been doing they've been doing some offerings, raising money. I mean, they need to do a lot of R&D to make their product like be able to be widely commercially available. Let's see. Is there a good chance for a bounce today? I think the bloodbath's gonna get a little bit worse. Sup, Vix? What's up, Ian? How you doing, buddy? Change the name to Amy now. Yeah. So we got Amy over here. GME is Jimmy. Biggie is BBIG. Spy is James Bond, I think. And then Lucid's Lucy. And then I think we came out with some other ones too. All right. AA needs to announce the earnings date soon. Well, we already know when it's going to be, like right around what time the earning. It's just going to be like the first week or two of March. Level 2 data shows the SPY buyers are getting beat down. Well, yeah, you can see that in the price action too. Like they cannot hold it above 430. Chris, thanks for the super, buddy. If this drops low enough, won't they cover? They might. They easily could. That's one of the ways. So we were talking about this a little bit earlier. There's two ways to get shorts to cover. The price falls enough where they're like, okay, let's get out of the position and make our money and take our gain. Or two, they come out and say they have no choice to cover because they either don't want to deal with the margin calls anymore if we were to run to crazy high levels, or they get forcefully liquidated because they don't have enough money in their margin account to just be like, okay, we're going to keep paying the margin. Amy's trying at 16 here. Spy's trying around 429, 430. Not really a whole lot. Spy is more like Austin Powers. All right, that's cool. GME breaks Friday low going to 80. That's $5 that you would have to fall still. That's $5 more that you'd have to fall on GME. You might. I mean, then they can then come out and start buying back stuff. Let's see. March 8th for AMC earnings according to Yahoo. Yeah, according to Yahoo, but you need a confirmed date from the company themselves. Those estimated dates are good. But remember, last week we thought Intel was reporting, and that was according to Yahoo. But now they're reporting this week because they are the only ones that can confirm the date. The thing I want to get ahead of is everybody is going to start spreading the date that AMC is going to have their earnings. It's not confirmed yet by the company. So when you see the date come out, people are going to spread, especially mainstream media, sometimes that the earnings date is now different than the estimated date, and the people are going to say that it got delayed. It's not delayed. You can't delay something that hasn't had a date yet. You can estimate the date, but the date actually isn't set in stone. If they come out with a date, let's just say the date's going to be March 8th, and AMC comes out themselves and are like, we're going to report earnings on March 8th. And then a week before, they're like, just kidding, we're going to do it on the 15th. That's a delay. But when you see the estimate being the 4th of March, and then they come out and we're like, no, we're actually reporting on the 8th. That's not a delay. That's just them coming out and confirming, because remember, that date's just an estimate. Even Robinhood says that it doesn't matter what they say. Yeah, it needs to come from the company. So I just want to get it out in front of that right now. Spy. Amy, come on now. Come on now, girl. What do you think about the transparency meeting this week? Perhaps the reason for heavy shorting? Nah, the transparency meeting. So the thing is with that rule, it's not gonna give us what we need. Like the rule is not gonna. I know it's been hyped up by a specific someone. When have we ever seen a rule come out and like really change things? So the rule that I'm thinking that they're voting on, I've seen it, we've read it, and we've gone over it many, many, many times, is the one where you can essentially, the most important thing that you're gonna see is the loan, the cost to borrow on the specific loan of shares, the type of collateral, meaning is it bonds, is it cash, what is it, and the percentage. So it gives us a good insight into when we could see margin calls. We're not going to see who's taking out the loan. So we're not going to see it. And we would need the FINRA 2119 to start coming into effect, because that's going to report the synthetic ones. Like, hold on, let me pull up 2119. This one's been delayed forever, and we just haven't seen anything on this. Like, this rule right here is the biggest one. It's not this one coming up. Like, you can see right here, Like if I pull this up, well, let me move this over here so we can see Amy a little bit. And I'll turn my brightness down so I don't blind all of you guys. So FINRA 2119, FINRA has extended the comment period to September 30th, 2021, but we haven't seen anything on this. The reason why this one is so good, synthetic short positions. In addition, FINRA is considering requiring firms to reflect synthetic short positions in short interest reports. So shorting the ETF and whatever you're doing with the options chain. And other methods too. There's other methods out there that they can do this. Loan obligations from arranged financing and threshold security field. You're going to see if these shares are going out on loan for any given stock to cover FTDs. So like there's a Biggie selling off a little bit. SPY coming down. GME selling off a little bit here too. Amy holding up decently at this $16 range. But if the selling keeps happening in the broad market, watch out. 1,100% on the SoFi put. There you go, buddy. Can you see Robinhood stock? Yeah, I'll take a look at Hood. Every single time you guys ask me to pull up Hood, though, it ends up bouncing, and I don't. Oh, that's dirty right here. Dirty moves. All right, SPY selling a little bit more, too. Robinhood will make you smile. Hey, Robinhood. Hey, Hood. Hey, Hood stock. Guess what? That's what I have to say to you, Hood, for cutting off the buy button because you were trying. I hate them. Don't like Goldman. There's another one that I really don't like that I don't want to say, but I hate them all. They're all terrible. Robinhood, keep making new lows. That's what I have to say about Hood. Just a giant FU middle finger on Hood. That's what I have to say about that. What's this fear from? Inflation data? Rate hikes. Off with their Hood. Yeah. SPY. New lows on the SPY. Hopefully Robinhood goes to zero. Yeah. Yeah, Robinhood not doing all that great right here. I like to see this. Jimmy 95.22. Amy right now 15.92, just kind of hanging out in this range now. SPY is coming down now to the lower level of this range. What's the bottom of this? 425.60. Not selling for sure? Yeah, neither am I. Why? What's the point of that? All my homies hate Robinhood. Yep. SPY and QQQ puts printing. There you go. There you go. That's the thing here. So like that's kind of what the Discord is for. Like remember guys, I've told you guys many times when you guys were asking me about it, I was like, I don't want to make one because one, some of the strategies that I use for trading are a lot riskier just because I'm younger and have more time to screw around. And typically most Discords, people are not making very much money in it. But when we were helping Gabe with this 1348 stuff and we were back testing it and we saw how powerful it was, then he released it for free and everybody started to really kill it. That's why we decided to team up with him and do this. So, I mean, the link to it is in the first link in my description, but that's directly to the Patreon. I'm trying to figure out the link so you can go into the free chat with it because that one's not working right now. But let's see. Hood not to zero. Delisting would be great. That's the same difference, honestly. Yeah, people are. Oh my God. If anybody was. These SPY puts are nuts. John, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, buddy. Selling calls, buying puts, using the profits to buy more shares. If the shorts are going to drop it, I'm going to profit, add to my position on the dip. John, that's exactly what we want people to be doing. If you have extra money in your account and you want to have more money in your account and you are making trades and learning about the market and learning what to do, that is exactly what you should be doing right now. Thank God for SSR. Yeah, 1348 is a cheat code. Exactly. And the thing is like you can put 1348 on your chart just like I have right here and do it all day long if you don't want to be in the Discord. It's perfectly fine. But we have like, I think it's 200 to 250 stocks with automated alerts when the 1348 is crossing. So that's impossible to see. You can't have 200 stocks up. SSR is on, guys. Totally fine. Yeah, 1348, 2430 EMA. Learn them. Yeah. So how many, like, if I just look at my phone, alert, Lucid, cross down on the 3-minute. SQ, cross down on the 3-minute. Ford, cross down on the 3-minute. Amazon, crossed up on the 3-minute 22 minutes ago. Interesting. What was going on there? But everything's below the 200 EMA here. So, I mean, the puts are going to be the only things that are really signaling over here. What time frame for 1348? For day trades, 5-minute. For swing trades, I like 4-hour. So like just taking a look at the SPY, just on 1348, if you were swinging the SPY, when 1348 triggered, where was it? Right here. No, wait, where is it? Holy, it was a long time ago. Right here. So 1348 triggered on the SPY, I believe at 467. Okay. So if you bought like longer term puts on the SPY at 467 with that 1348 cross, you would literally be up at least 500%. At least. SPY still moving down. Amy coming down. Hood really selling right here. Okay, so look at this right here. The 1348 on Hood right here triggers below the 200 EMA at 1227. You buy at the money, it comes down all the way down. You're crushing it. Let's see. 1348 on GME triggered right here, and you didn't see anything but selling. Same thing with AME. Nothing but selling over here. So 1348 is painting a really good picture for you on the charts right here. Can you check Ortex again? Yeah, of course. I'll be Ortex boy today. That's fine. That'll be my job. I'll take one for the team and be Ortex boy for you guys today. All right. Last time was 3.67 million, 3.71 million right now, with 259,000 returned shares on AMC. We have 20.73% estimated short interest. Let's check on what's going with GME over here. Oh shit. GME just cracked above 20% estimated short interest. You said AME again? No, I didn't. It's Amy. Amy? That's what I'm saying. It's Amy. Stochastic to indicate the shift? Yeah. Let's see. Shorting the SSR. No, I did not say. Did I say? No, I said G. Okay, fine. Maybe I did. It kind of do sound like you're saying Amy. AME. No, it's Amy. Oh, Robinhood coming down. See these 1348 crosses over. I mean, this is on the 1 minute on the Hood. Hold on. Where's the 5 minute? Oh, the 5 minute. Okay, so on the 5 minute time frame today, everything has just previously crossed in the pre-market. So you're not really seeing a whole lot. I mean, the 1 minutes are crossing. You could have played it there, but Dow is down 800. Jesus. 1348 works. It's all I run, says Caleb. Attaboy. Attaboy. What are we at right now? 1573 on Amy. Wow. SPY. Oh boy. All right, we're coming to the lower end of this range right here now. Jeez. Hood coming down. Amy at 12%. GME down 11.35% at 94.29. This is insane. Shorting Hood on Hood's brokerage. It's sweet. CBR at a boy. You heard me that time? Shoot. Okay, so if I'm saying AME, I don't mean it. I think that's a silly thing to say. Hood pop. Wow. SPY 525.83. It's bouncing off the lower end of this little supply and demand zone here, but this is so selly right here. 100% on SPY puts, says TMI's avocado at a boy. More short stepping on AMC and GME? Yes. Puts are the way. Don't be afraid. Yeah. Made over 1,000 already. That's enough. Don't want to get greedy. Little bounce is likely. Further, there you go. I know puts are the move, but I bought a $20 call for Amy March 18th. I mean, hopefully it pays out for you, man. Based on the average days on loan, what is the price the shorts are at? Well, we could look at the danger zone. We could look at the most recent danger zone right here. My brother's calling me right now. Blake, if you're watching, what's up, buddy? All right. Where's average days on loan? Where is it? Jesus. All right. Where is it right here? The 17th. Where were we trading on the 17th? So this would be a new danger zone. Where's the 17th? Right here. No, right here. So 20. Basically 20 would be what would be the newest danger zone, according to average days on loan. Build back better. Yeah. Hello, buyers. Are you out there? They're trying, but they're okay. SPY bounce off the lower end of this range. let's see. Yeah, if you guys don't mind too, hitting that like button on the stream helps out the algorithm a whole lot. Thank you guys. Hood bouncing. I don't like that, but SPY is bouncing a little bit here. Okay, these supply and demand zones are these are really, really strong over here. Just bounce right at the end, right back up. Could there be situations where some of these shorts should be margin called, but they won't? Yeah, well, sort of. You like if you think about what happened with Archegos and Credit Suisse, they would just call Bill. They would just call Bill Huang and they would just be like, "Oh, hey, pay us more." And he was like, "No, screw you. Give me more total return swaps." And they were like, "Okay." And then he'd get margin called again and they'd be like, "Hey, Bill, you need to give us more money." And he was like, "No, more total return swaps." And they were like, "Sounds good, bud." And then then after a while, they were like, "Hey, Bill, we sold all of your positions." And he was like, "Oh, shit." And that's essentially what happened with Archegos. So he was just like, no. He said no to the margin call. That's how the conversation went. Matt said that a girlfriend? Pretty much. Spy's trying to bounce off of these lows here. Amy, 1570. Coming down a little here. Margin call is coming or we will go to zero. No, we won't. Keith, thanks to super buddy. SV, can you do a quick look at RCL and help me learn? Trying to get a sense of how I should play my $76 put for this Friday. Yep. You're in the money by $1 right now. That's gnarly. I would say like take some profit, maybe roll it out a little bit more so you get a little bit more juice on it. But hold on, let me look at it on a 4-hour. Okay, so this is a little zone right here because it's right at this gap. So it's doing a little bit of a giant gap fill right here. If it fills this gap, watch all the way down to 71.87, but watch it at, so it's coming down into its zone right here. The next zone down below would be right in here at like the 70s. So this thing could easily continue down, but if you're up a crazy amount, I would say this is what I'm going to go with these days. You never will go broke taking profits. Like this thing is selling hard. But what percent are you up, Keith? Netflix puts are crushing it. CBR, attaboy. I'm surprised the premium isn't jacked on Netflix. Like jacked up. What do you think about Apple puts? I mean, the 1 minute, 1348. What's the 5 minute? I mean, you could. It's in this range right here. So if it breaks down below this range, I'm not touching anything unless 1348 tells me to. There's no more. No, I'm following the strategy to a T. No more. Oh, YOLO the SPY VIX. Not happening. All right. Thoughts on a $92 Discord monthly subscription? If it's worth it to you and you're going to get a lot of value out of it, or if you're thinking you're going to make way more than $92 and you see a lot of worth out of it, then do it. But if you don't, then don't do it. $13.48 is the new strategy taking Wall Street by storm. BBIG, is it running or is it tanking? Tanking a little bit here. For BBIG, just in terms of like the supply and demand zones, I would say here, 260. Watch it at 260 because this little zone right here, these V's where it chops and then rips. This one right here, we blew right through, and then below this, the upper end of this. So I would say right around here between 240 and 260. So watch that over there on BBIG. Just deposited more dry powder. Get rich or die buying. Yep. Are you in TMI going to be in the Discord? Yes. So I'm down 167,000. Here's the thing. If you start really trading and getting very, very solid at consistent gains with 1348, you could easily, I mean, if you have that much money to spend, you could easily make back that 167,000 if the market's going to allow you to, in terms of like where these triggers are going to be. Will the Fed pump money back into the market since it's tanking? No, they are not going to pump money back in. Can you check Riot on 1348? Yep. I think Riot's on there in terms of one of the stocks that it's going to trigger on. Okay, so Riot is just about to cross the 48 on the way down. Why is the 200 EMA not showing up? Is it above? Oh no, it's way up there. Okay, so this is not, so Riot right now would signal a puts on 1348 right here on the 5 minute. So let's see what happens with Riot. Keith, thanks for the super buddy. TD doesn't give me a percentage. Market value 630, costs like 257. Okay, so you're up like 210% or something. That's very solid. That is very solid. Correct me if I'm wrong, but SPY gets a halt once it touches down 5%. Yes, circuit breaker should be 5, but let me look and see when the circuit breaker is going to trigger. Yeah, I feel like I should know that, but when is it? Circuit breaker definition. I mean, usually it's like 8. Okay, so U.S. regulations has 3 levels of a circuit breaker, which are set up to halt trading when the S&P 500 index drops 7%, 13%, and 20%. So it's 7% drop will trigger circuit breaker. Riley, thank you so much for that really generous super. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. If the Fed comes out more dovish this week, fewer expected rate hikes, shouldn't that cause the bond yield to drop? Bond yields would go up. Because think about, bond yields are going to move weird, but you would see money flow back in. If people are selling bonds, the price of the bonds are going to go down. The yields would go up on them. That's how you entice people to go back into bonds. You jack up the yield. But the bonds are going to move weird. What's TLT doing so far today? TLT 0.34. Can you help a smooth brain understand 1348? So it's the 13 exponential moving average and the 48 exponential moving average. What it's showing you is kind of momentum of the essentially any given stock or ETF. Works really, really, really well. Okay, I'll just do an example for you guys last Friday really quickly. So 1348 on the SPY on Friday. It crosses here. It's under the 200 EMA. You would get pretty much an at the money strike if that's what you wanted to do right here at around 443, let's say. So let's say you have a 20, 30% stop loss on this. You're going to get pretty close right here. But then as it starts to come down, it's testing this 48 and then it just drops. The bottom drops out of it. You would have made on this trade Friday, probably 200, 300%. Do you still use the 30 MA with the 1348? I got to throw it on here just to see where it lines up. I kind of like where it is. It kind of keeps you in a little bit more. You can use the 48 and the 200. I got to look at it a little bit more. But this trade right here, nasty. Then you go back here. Okay, this is Thursday. Where did it cross on Thursday? Then you come over here. Crosses right here. You buy the at the money right here. It's teetering. Well, it's not below the 200 EMA yet. So you would wait for this break below the 200 EMA. It breaks below the 200 EMA. You have a 1348 cross. Then it really starts to come down again. Okay. So you're printing money with it. So it's giving you a better view. What it essentially is doing is giving you a better view of where things are trending in the market. And you can essentially use that to make more money. Now you can just put it up on your screen and do it yourself. You can do that if you want to on the SPY or any of these other stocks. But if you, the alerts are where it comes in. I don't want to I do want to explain this to you guys, but I also don't want to be trying to just pump the talk about the Discord all day long. If you guys want to join, that's awesome. We're going to figure out a way to get this link back up. How far would I take? I would probably do the at the monies in that day. BlackRock down $30 today. Jeez. Let's see. Can you see the 1348 on the Webull app? If you set it up, yeah. Yeah, if you just set it up on your charts, you can. Daily RSI is 19. That's insane. Does buying puts now further tank the market? Sort of. If those puts are going to run in the money, then yes, the market is going to come down a little bit. BBBY with a big green candle. I mean, Amy's coming back up here a little bit. I mean, that's on the 5-minute. Jesus. Hold on. Wow, this thing's moving back up, looking to go green. Amy's starting to come back up a little bit here. Hold on. You have it on your Webull app? There you go. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algorithm a whole lot. So thank you guys so much for all the support. SPY's kind of bouncing off of this lower range here. Let's see if it's good. If it reverses, that would be nice to see. But again, the buyers and sellers have been fighting today at a lot of these levels, and the sellers have just been winning. Let's see. Could be a bear trap. It easily could be. SPY is trying to come back around a little bit here. BBBY is looking decent, coming up to the 200. 1580 on AMC. Coal splits. There you go. F's in the chat for crypto. Crypto struggling. I think put about to turn into a call on Tesla. Yeah, on the hunt for 1348 crosses. Law. Hey, CBR. I mean, if you're getting the alerts, they're just like alert. You're getting them on so many stocks. Let's see. Jared, thank you so much for the super, buddy. What the heck? About 100 more AMC. My man. Dropping the big bucks on Amy over here. Attaboy. Yeah. BBBY coming back. SPY trying to bend back around a little bit here. Hold on. GME, 93.52. Man, GME selling hard. Is 1348 good for calls and puts? Yes. For newer investors, it allows you to basically take advantage of moves either direction in the market. So that's what I want. That's what we want. That is our goal. It's like to make people be able to just take control of their own financial future, not like in like some like weird silly way, but like literally, if you have extra money lying around and the market's going to act volatile, then you're going to be able to take advantage of that. Just wanted you to know I've been an avid watcher of you and Matt. I enjoy. Oh, okay. Please, Big T, I appreciate that, buddy, but please don't hate on anybody. You can have your preferences, and thank you, but I'd rather keep the other creator hate to a minimum. Let's see. SPY's trying here. The 5-minute MACD might want to try and cross here. That could be interesting on the SPY. So Enzo, if we're gonna see margin calls, there have already been going out. And okay, here's the other thing that I want to explain to everybody. With a giant drop in the SPY in the overall market that we've seen, when have you seen a notice of a margin call? Where have you seen it? Anywhere on the news feed, anybody reporting margin calls, unless it's crypto liquidations, which is different. You're not going to see it. So this is something I want everybody to understand. When we talk about margin calls, it's looking at price and being like, these are kind of where the shorts are and where they would get called and where they're down on their position, and they would most likely get a call. But you're never going to see a release that's like, oh, this institution got margin called. It just doesn't happen. Smack that ass. Thank you for the super. How does your 1348 screener look on TradingView? I barely get any stocks in my search. KSS is the only one. We have like a certain, Gabe's coded it to basically script and basically search for a certain amount of stocks. He loads it in. So you can't do, it's going to be hard to do it by yourself. So if you want to go in there, you can. If you want to just look at your specific stocks, you can do that too. Or you can hop in the free chat as well and look at how, like, what people think about it. That's the thing. It's like, we can talk about the potential of it and you guys can make money with it. But at the end of the day, you're not going to really trust what we have to say. You're going to trust the people that are in it making money with it. So there are people in there having an awesome time with it. If you guys want to check it out, go check it out. If not, don't have to at all. Let's see here. If it goes a dollar, let's see. Just said you were better. Yeah, I got you, buddy. I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I just feel weird about like hating on other people. I just don't like it. Shorts haven't covered. Yeah. Why would they? They're making money and in control. Well, Amy coming back. Amy back above 16 here. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a bend around here. Okay. Here we go. How do I get to the Discord? It's the first link in the description. I can pin it to the chat. I don't want to pin the Patreon link to the chat. I want to figure out how to pin the free chat free thing to the chat so you guys can look at it for free. But the link is all messed up right now. So hold on, let me see if I can find. I'll throw one in there and see, because I want you guys to be able to see it for free first, and just talk to the people that are in it. What happened to all the talk about a market crash and the margin call, the meme stocks are going to the moon? Well, you would have to see you would have to see them. You would have to see a more aggressive collapse. Essentially, that's what you would have to see. Like a more aggressive. Like you'd have to see like funds really getting hurt. Because think about this. Did Matt sell? So the thing is that you got to think about where the market's been and where it is right now. What has the market in general been doing over the last year and a half? Skyrocketing. Market in general has been skyrocketing. So when the market is ripping like that, well, and you're on margin, well, let's say you're at whatever it is, you're well above your whatever you need in terms of the maintenance margin requirement. So let's say the price that you are going to get margin called at is 100, but everything is now like, let's just say, just like hypothetically, it's at 200. And then it moves down, and then the whole market falls by 25%, goes to 150. Well, you're not getting margin called yet, because the price that you would be getting margin called is 100 because you were getting in so long ago with margin. So we would almost need to see stocks fall more than they would than they have in order to really get that margin call pressure. It's like not like the SPY. Yeah, if you've been levering up on the SPY recently and you're like it's gonna go long and you're just YOLOing on the SPY, you're gonna get margin called, but it's probably not gonna be like these big bad ones until the market really gets spicy. Let's see. Discord invite links only stay valid for like 7 days. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why, but we'll figure it out and get you guys into the free stuff. If you want to just join and take a look at it, the link is in my description down below. So you're gonna get Sunday live streams with me, TMI, and Gabe going over everything in the market. You're going to get market updates every single morning from me about what to look for that day. We're going to have a podcast. We're going to have a lot of other strategies in there too. Earnings, like everything is going to be in there, and it's all three of us. What's the Ortex short interest of AMC? Let's see. It was 20.73. It is now still 20.73, 3.71 million shares borrowed at a lower cost to borrow. Let's see what they've done on GME so far. All right. 230,000 borrowed shares. They have now gotten GME short interest above 20% on the estimated Ortex numbers. Let's see. You got a $5,000 work bonus in November that I've managed to turn into 2K. Oh, buddy. Thoughts on BBIG bounce or big bounce in general? Thoughts on AMC's volume per day? BBIG bounced off the low, but it's not that crazy. 19 million. I mean, that's a lot of volume, but remember, volume is a result, not a cause. So when you think about volume right now, what you're really saying is buying or selling pressure. So are the buyers going to put enough pressure on the sell orders that are coming in to push the price up today? No. There's more sell orders coming in the order book that are wiping through the buy orders. That's why the price is going down. It's just a reflection of supply and demand. And they've taken out a lot of shares on loan, so they're kind of using those shares to kind of just push it down. So that's kind of what we're looking at today. I am not scared of manipulation. There we go. Bing bong. Price is wrong. Shout out Jamie with trade spotting. Let's see. Suggestions. Can you just do Ortex on AMC and GME every 30 minutes on the hour so you don't repeatedly see them? That's fair. That's fair. We can do that. Benny, I got no idea. I use TradingView and Webull for charting. There you go. Holding till they cover. There you go. Price is wrong. Yep. Let's see. SPY is actually turning around a little bit here. I like it on these. Trying to get back above 430. So that was the kind of level that they were fighting at earlier. The 5-minute MACD is crossed down here. Let's see. Bed Bath & Beyond is pumping. What were we calling her? Betsy? Yeah, pumping. Just went into the green. Nice. Jimmy with a little candle over here. Still at the low. Amy trying to get above 16. Let's see. What if What if we are witnessing a live market crash as we speak right in front of our eyes, Vix? Oh, we could, but it's a lot of fear. We would need to start like we're not seeing like the circuit breaker days yet. We're seeing like 2%, even though it's huge. Like, but like the SPY is down 1.86% right now. That's massive. 3-month calls cheap as hell. I bet they are. 21,377 soldiers since February to fight this war, and we are not leaving. There you go. I don't trade options much though. Still learning myself. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna do a lot of like the options teaching. Maybe I'll make some private videos for the Discord members for learning about options. I don't know. Maybe I could put them out on my channel too. We just got to see how it's gonna go. Spy trying. It's trying here. Let's see. Isn't 11% on the SPY considered a crash? I think 10% is correction. I think 15% crash. I don't know. There's like different the different metrics that people are going to use to be like, oh, it's crashing. Can you explain why utilization keeps going down on AMC? Yes, this is a good question that I think I want a lot of people to understand, and this is something that I was trying to get across to a lot of people this weekend. That let's say, so we all have a decent understanding of like there's this amount of, let's say, synthetics or naked shorts out there. There's a certain amount of them. In this scenario, it doesn't necessarily matter how many there are when we're talking about utilization and cost to borrow. Here's why. Just follow along with where I'm going. So it doesn't really matter because as the institutions are buying the shares, it doesn't matter if they're synthetic, naked, or real shares. It doesn't matter because the institutions are still going to hold more shares and they are under the impression that they're holding real shares. So it doesn't matter. What happens then is, well, with the shares that they're holding, regardless of if they're synthetic, naked, or real shares, they can still loan them out for interest because it's just IOUs circulating around and they can just mess with a lot of things. So institutions right now, according to, or at the end of Q3, according to some of the 13F reports, we're holding about 30% of all of the AMC shares. But again, we could hold way more. It doesn't matter because there could be so many like synthetic and naked shares out there. Like we kind of know that from all of the failure to delivers that we've seen in the nonsense in the derivatives market trying to hide them, that the institutions may not actually own 30% of the amount of shares that actually exist for AMC, but it looks like they do on the numbers that we are seeing. Do you guys see that right there? How it follows? So what happens then is now the institutions went from owning 20% to 30%, but it doesn't necessarily matter. It just means that they hold more shares. We could hold more shares too in this situation. So here's what happens. The institutions now are most likely going to be levering up on these positions. That's what they do. They trade with leverage. That's how they make the most of their returns and it's how they hedge. But what happens then is that since they have it on margin, whoever's giving them that margin can then loan those shares out. But what we're seeing is those shares are said to be available to go out on loan. So the denominator of utilization, shares of actually out on loan, shares available to loan. This number on the bottom is higher now, a lot higher because the institutions have more shares. And again, remember what I'm saying here. It doesn't mean that it easily could just mean that they were buying shares out of like randomness. Nothing. It's possible with the nakeds and synthetics. So this number down here is higher, but the shares aren't going out on loan in a massive enough way to counteract the increase of the denominator. So what we then see is we see all-time high short interest, but we don't see all-time high utilization. Now, what that does is it creates less scarcity in the securities lending market, and that lowers cost to borrow on AMC right now. With GME, it's a little bit different. It's not as institutionally owned. You can kind of look at it. It's not that you can see they've been decreasing as retail's been buying. So GME's utilization has skyrocketed and the cost to borrow is going up. But when you think about AMC and GME, how they kind of move together and a lot of things are just kind of moving together all the time. Well, in June, the catalyst for big moves, well, GME ripped in June too, AMC ripped more. Bed Bath & Beyond is pumping right now. Jesus, what the hell is this? Up 1.85%. Amy's trying to get above 16 right here. Spy's moving back up. Jimmy is struggling over here. So here's what you kind of see over there. Well, if GME's cost to borrow starts skyrocketing to 5, 6, 7, 8, 10%, well, that's going to put a lot of pressure on all the shorts that are out there. Okay, cool. Then they start to cover because they don't want to pay that interest. Well, then you start to see that price go up, but AMC moves with it when it has big moves. Same thing with Bed Bath & Beyond and all these other stocks. But AMC right now has a higher short interest right now. So as AMC starts to go, well, there's going to be more buying on that one. So GME is going to be doing its thing, but AMC is going to come with it. So that's kind of the utilization thing that we're dealing with here, and kind of what's going on. AMC bounce inbound, says Jorge. Ho, 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 ho. Let's see. TLT is dropping. Oh, boy. Thank you for the TLT call out. Yeah, TLT's been steadily dropping. Hold on. Watch the SPY start to come back up a little bit here, folks. Hold on. Amy's trying to break out of this little range right here. What's the top of this? 1603. Check out the 5-minute on AMC. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out a whole lot with the algo. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive recently. It really is cool. So 5-minute on AMC. I mean, a little bit of a flag right here. The 5-minute MACD is crossed. It's trying to get above the 13 EMA. We're trying to, I mean, it could do a cup and hand if it just cups here and just comes around handle up. But let's see. We're still down about 11.5%, $2 on the day. I really appreciate STV and how chill everyone is in this chat. Jay Lopez, thank you, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Inverse head and shoulder on the 5-minute. Hold on, let me look. We'd have to wait and see for it to continue. Where is it on the 1-minute? Maybe on the 1-minute. It could just cup and handle right here, though. It's possible. It's possible. If BBBY has a run, I imagine AMC and BBIG not far behind. Yeah. If it gets really big. Yeah. I mean, TLT coming back up a little bit here. Let's see. By the way, AMC popcorn sold out at Stop and Shop. Oh, boy. Where is that notice? Is that an Adam Aaron tweet? Hold on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look-see. No Adam Aaron tweet on the popcorn yet. No, I don't mind. I just hit the like. Good morning, all. Highway Frog. Appreciate that. Good morning from Southern Cali. There we go. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. SPY, Trump. Ooh, SPY back around that 430 mark where they were fighting earlier, right? Smack dab in the middle of this supply and demand zone. Let's see. I go red on my 1,600 AMC shares at 1546. Just panic bought another 1,000 shares. Who says, wow, that's a good one. Hey, SV, is low cost of borrow a potential trap by the long institutions to be able to recall a ton of shares all at once? It could be. Lucid's about to cross over. Hold on. On what time frame? On the 5-minute, it did cross. Oh, wait, no, this is the 1-minute. Sorry. Okay, so if Lucid crosses here, I'm not taking the trade. Here's why. It's below the 200 EMA. Now, typically this 200 EMA is going to get respected. And if it comes up and it crosses, well, the cross would probably happen as it's like right getting up to the 200 EMA. If it crosses, then breaks out above here and then retests it and comes up, that would be a good thing to look at. But again, it's also at the top of the supply and demand zone range where it could start to come up anyway. But let's take a look at that. BioLife Hemp, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. SV, how can Ortex show 20% short on GME when the SEC report said no short squeeze, not enough volume to bring down the short from 120%? Don't trust Ortex. So the thing with they can hide, they can enter into trades where they can hide short of interest, or this is what they're doing. They're making it look like they're meeting their broker's closeout requirement and messing with the system when they're actually not. That's what they're doing in messing with the short interest number. So if they have a position that is supposed to show that they're net long, but they're actually not, it's like a neutral trade that doesn't really cost them anything. It's like, okay, you sell deep in the money calls, but you buy the synthetic long for the market maker. Or with the deep out of the money puts, you're making it look like you are net neutral. So you don't have to report that short interest. It looks like you're net neutral or even net long when you're actually not. TLT 5-minute chart, 1348 cross to the downside. Hold up. I was looking at it on TLT. Yeah, okay, so the problem here is yep, 1348 just crossed, and you could catch this candle right here and have it come down. It is above the 200 EMA though, so watch out. The thing is I'm gonna tighten up this strategy. If it's above the 200 EMA and you get a put signal, probably not taking it until it gets below. If it's below the 200 EMA and then you get a cross down of the 13 below the 48, then that's starting to look good. So there are certain requirements that you have to use on this strategy. You can't just willy-nilly go doing everything when it crosses over. You're gonna get hurt doing that. You got to like tighten it up and be like, all right. So on TLT right now, if it ends up falling below this 200 EMA, it could be a good time to start to get puts if it confirms that it's going to break under and stay there. But if it comes down here, what is this move here? 143.65 to 130.43.48. If it bounces off that, it's a false indication of the 1348. So that's why the 200 EMA is here. I'll talk about that a little bit more in the Discord when I hop off. Look at that wick on QQQ. On what time frame? Jesus. That's insane. Coming back up a little on QQQ over here. SPY moving up a little bit here. I like it. Amy, get above 16. Where's Hood? I'm not going to pull it up. It's probably coming up. I don't want to see that. Going long on SoFi. Good luck, man. XRT. XRT is the one that holds GME, right? Yeah. I haven't seen it. I know a lot of people have said it holds XRT. I haven't seen it with my own eyes, though. Everyone, you got to start hedging your long positions with some puts. Market may get worse. Yeah, and we got a question this morning about, what do you call it? If you can't trade options, what can you do? Inverse levered ETFs, you can use those to hedge. So like SQQQ today is probably up a lot. SQQQ is the inverse levered ETF of the QQQ, the NASDAQ. It's up 6%. So that's what you can use. AMC right now is right around 16. GME 93.03. SPY's trying to come up a little bit here. What do you guys want on the top right? BBBY. Let's see. It's moving. It went into the green. This is pretty gnarly over here. All right, so you got that 1348 cross. It's above the 200 EMA. You could take this one. You can buy the VIX. You can do that too. It's not levered though. So you would want to go, if you want it levered, so you can get a little bit of leverage, you go with UVXY. Or I don't know if VXX is levered. It might be. I'm not sure though. Only a father could save us. STV Discord. Yeah, it's in the, so I'm trying to get the link to the free chat and the other tabs that we have for free. The link to the actual Discord, the Patreon's in the first link in my description if you guys do want to join and check it out. It's me, Gabe, and TMI all in there working together. Just bought two $18 calls for AMC. There you go. John, thanks for the super. Charlie has a great Discord called FUD Stop. You guys should collaborate. Would be epic. Maybe. Are we live? We are live. John, thank you so much for that super. I appreciate that, buddy. No sound. You probably have no sound on your end. Did I glitch out? No. Can you guys hear me? Yes or no? Thumbs up for sound. Let's see. You bought the KSS 30. Words. KSS was the one that was moving this morning, right? Cold. That's kind of stayed flat on this 5-minute chart today. What'd you buy? I sent you the link to the free Discord and Twitter. I got to see if it works. That's the thing. I got to see if it works. Because it wasn't working earlier. Yeah, it's not working. So we got to figure that out and fix it. Working good? All right, people. Here we go. 1583 on Amy. SPY getting a nice little... Ooh, that's a candle right there on the SPY on the 5-minute. Jeez. All right, let's see how Lucid's doing over here. We were looking for that cross and come back up on the 5-minute, though. It's looking like it might cross soon, but the market's now selling off, so... Calls are going to be a little bit interesting. You're going to need to see things above the 200 EMA in order to confirm calls. Puts, a little bit different. Things can just really start to tank. What is the point for BlackRock having bought 9 million? They didn't yet. Enzo, that is incorrect information that was spread by Al. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense that they would. Their 13F isn't even out yet. I can check on Fintel and see what they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I have not. It's an unconfirmed stat. Which only purpose to lend the shares the hedge funds are short. It doesn't. So Enzo, if here's the thing that I want to bring up. Oh, Grandpa Barney, thanks for the super. Can you explain to Grandpa more about SQQQ? I can't. I can do that in a little bit, Grandpa. So here is the thing that I want to ask everybody a question in the chat, and this is what I want everybody to answer, because this goes on the argument of they're just buying the shares to lend them out. Okay, cool. If you were buying shares to loan them out, you had two stocks. One of them is going to give you 1% in a year on the loan fees, and one of them is going to give you 250%. Which one are you choosing? Which stock would you choose to loan out? The one that is going to give you, if you're loaning out shares, 1% a year or 200%? Which one? That's a question I would like everybody to think about. Very simple question. 250%. There you go. The second one. Exactly. 250%. Exactly. Cool. Everybody keep going. Why couldn't I choose both? You could 200% every time. Exactly. 250%. Okay. Everybody's choosing 250%, right? Duh. See, 250%. Duh. Exactly. Duh. Like, so here's the thing. You guys know that video that was getting spread around this weekend with Patrick Byrne, and he was talking about how Goldman Sachs was making 75% of their revenue off securities lending. Does everybody understand that right here? Council Murray, thank you so much for the super. Crazy how we have to go through a managed recession due to greed and corruption. Yep. So think about, remember that video that was getting spread out? Okay, so everybody knows that video, right? So everybody was saying when I was talking about Goldman Sachs buying those shares, but it's not, they bought them a while ago. It's just weird that they filed the amendment now. Okay, cool. So in that thing, people were missing a key detail, and Patrick Burns says it. They do it on stocks that are hard to borrow. What does that mean? The interest fee, the cost to borrow, is sky high. Are AMC and GME high cost to borrow stocks right now? No. What is BBIG? A lot of these other stocks that have utilization of over 95%. So it doesn't make sense that they're loaning right now. Zero. If they were to buy shares to just loan them out, they're stupid. They're not making the amount of money that they would make. It's dumb, because if AMC is going to have downside and you're going to make 1% loaning your shares out, your investors are going to be like, what are you doing? Like, stop being an idiot. You have something over here that's going to give you 200% and you're going to pick the one that has 1%. What's wrong with you? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So right now, that's why those shares aren't going out on loan. You see that? Do you see how this all plays into that utilization thing? That's why it's this weird feedback loop of, okay, we are saying that we're going to loan out more shares, but because of the fact that they're not going out on loan, the cost to borrow is low. And that's also why they're not lending out. It's this just weird cycle of like, okay, that's kind of nonsense. Let's see. Question, how do they make money on the shares you own? What do you mean? In terms of like filling your orders, in terms of like you making a little bit of revenue on securities lending and they get a piece of it too? That's kind of what we see. Let's see. It's not about them making money. They're saving each other. Yeah, they could be. It just doesn't make any sense. Why would you risk your investors' money to save somebody else? It doesn't, I mean, and it doesn't look, I mean, they are taking out shares on loan. Like, they are doing it. Like with GME, what they're doing. Am I on GME right here? Yeah, let's refresh this really quick. See how many shares they've taken out. Same thing, 20.08% estimated. And then we come over to AMC. What have they done? Have they jacked it over? What was the number? 3 million, 4 million? Yeah, 3.74 million. It hasn't changed. 20.73% estimated. Let's see. Time to short the VIX? Not yet. Not yet. Let's see. I mean, do we have okay. So I haven't seen anybody ask this yet, and I'm gonna say it right now in front of all 2,800 of you. The Fed meeting is Wednesday. We're getting the notice at 2, and then Powell speaks at 2:30. Everybody understand? Cool. Wednesday, 2 Eastern, then 2:30 we get Powell. UConn is about an hour away from me. I'll see you sometime. Corey, what's up, buddy? Have you heard anything on the reverse stock split? Not going to do anything. If you reverse stock split, it's going to make it harder for retail investors to buy it. Doesn't make any sense. You can do it to have like a lower float, but like it's just increasing the price. Reverse stock splits are typically very bearish. Oh God, here they come. Not a hedge fund. Thanks for the super. When Fed talk, stop it. Biggie, is Biggie going right here? What's Biggie doing? Biggie's not really doing a whole lot on the 5-minute. They need to have an accurate share count to do that. They would, yes. Market will drop until Powell speaks, then we will see it tank. It's possible. It's very possible that we see that with Powell. I think he's gonna come off a little bit more dovish this time. I think there's a weird like little like not like what like why what are the motivations behind Powell's actions? Remember, he was saying transitory inflation, everything's gonna be fine for like all of 2021, and then he gets nominated and is like, psych, just kidding. So he was either basically saying, I'm going to prop everything up, convince basically Biden that he was going to continue propping things up. And he was like, all right, cool, we're good. And then right after he got renominated and they can't like do a take back, he was just like, all right, now I'm going to do what I actually have to do. Or the only reason why he got renominated was because the government was like, yeah, you need to stop and you need to pull everything back. So there's two sides to it. So he kind of, let's see. Yeah. Thank you, SV. Happy birthday. Thank you. The 1% is worth more than the 200% if they don't have to cover. Sometimes. Yeah, we don't really. I don't want to reverse stock split. That would be kind of nonsense, I think. Maybe it's time for SV to turn the chat over to subs only. It is subs only. I will never go members only though, because I don't want anybody to have to pay to be in the chat. I don't like that. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Oh my God, you guys are killing it today. Thank you guys so much. Let's see here. Just made back. Here we go. Chris in the Discord, buddy. Just made my monthly sub 4 times over. Woohoo! Atta boy, Chris. Nice. I love to see that. Don't look at exactly why we watch you, Vix. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just don't see the point to it. I want to see everybody's message, even the shills. I'm playing the nonsense drinking game and I'm about to go to the hospital. Can you please explain what happens with the Fed? Well, we're going to get more insight into what Jerome Powell is expecting to do with rate hikes. Right now, I think the market expects this too, 3 to 4 rate hikes this year. It's going to start in March, 25 basis points at a time. That's what I'm expecting. Are we going to see it more than that? Well, Jamie Dimon came out and he said he expected 6 to 7, but he's biased because if there's more rate hikes, JP Morgan makes way more money. So it's kind of a bunch of nonsense going on with the rate hikes. It's like, all right, what are we going to get in terms of guidance? What direction is the Fed going to steer us in? That's what we're looking at this meeting. It's the first meeting of 2021, and let's see what happens. Here's to a good week. Please go to class this week, Mark. I don't know about that. Fed's jacking up interest rates to combat inflation. That's exactly why they would be raising rates. Yeah, stimulus getting pulled in the economy. Yeah. You want to see everyone's messages? We want to see your ankles. No. We're getting a hike Wednesday, says Andrew. Why do you think that? I don't think we are. Here's why I don't think we are. We have seen many times that Powell has said no rate hikes till end of taper. Taper, I don't think is over till February or March. So that would not make a lot of sense for Powell to raise rates ahead of the taper closing. Max pain is right now. I want to see minimum pain. That's what I want to see. I want to see a lot of minimum pain. Yeah, well, I don't think we're getting one on Wednesday at all. Will I set myself up for a trade just in case? I might. It's possible. It's very possible that I set myself up for a little potential rate hike trade just in case. Very, very small. But I just really don't think they're going to do it. I just don't. What's taper? So the Fed's been buying bonds to kind of prop up the bond market and provide liquidity to the bond market over the last 2 years. And they're slowing down those purchases. So think about supply and demand. They're kind of removing liquidity from the market. They're slowly tapering those purchases. It's the tapering of asset purchases. SV, do you hate me? You never reply or answer a question for me? Geeky. No, I don't. That's false. I was trying to watch the stream with you, Gabe, and TMI, but it looked like there were some technical difficulties. Oh, yeah. We were trying to figure that out like all day. It was a disaster. We had it good, and then the sound we didn't hear because the sound sounded fine to us. And then when we hit go, we were like, "Damn it!" LMT is moving. Hold on, is it moving up? Uh-oh, that's some more stuff. Uh-oh. Interesting price for the Discord. Yeah, Gabe picked that one. Yeah, but people are crushing it in there. So if you want to join, cool. If you don't, perfectly fine. You guys still holding? D James, what's up, buddy? Yes. You guys were live the whole time? Yeah. Not a hedge fund. Do you hate me? You never show me your angles thanks to super. I definitely don't hate you. Russell, I can't tell if you're making a joke. But Feds we're gonna get the basically the announcement at 2, and then we're gonna get Powell at 2:30. Just popped in. Have they borrowed a lot more today? Short interest. Oh yeah, 3.74 million shares borrowed. Let's see if they've changed it at all. Yeah, 259,000 shares returned. So 20.73% estimated short interest on AMC right now. Just to finish the discussion and to better understand why institutions have bought AMC at 30 or 40 and they do not buy it now at 16, they probably are. They're just waiting because the market's so wonky right now and shaky that you're really like they're just trying to get good entries, and right now they see more downside. When they start to see things start to bottom out and things start to calm down, they might start to come back in. And that's going to be a really, really good sign to see. And and if the shorts are going to continue to short this thing, which they are, they're going to so now there's a danger zone at 20. Look at this right here. We were looking at it over here. There's now a danger zone at 20. Where is this? On loan, average days. Danger zone right here. This was right around 20. Went from 80 days on loan to 68. That is a giant drop. That is a giant drop in average days on loan. So they are really attacking AMC right now, and they've created a new danger zone around 20. Let's see. Amy's 1564 right now. SPY kind of moving down. Just kind of trapped in this range right now. Ho, we got the Duck Gang coming in. What's up, people? How we doing? Hopefully you guys had some fun over at Matt's stream. You guys are always welcome to come back over here and hang out once Matt is done. My name isn't Justin Frozen Meat Juice. What's up, man? How you doing? When does the SEC vote on the new rule? Sometime this week. It's not. I don't see it doing anything crazy though. Pfizer 1348 cross. Hold on. Yep. Pfizer crossing right here. So watch out below on Pfizer. The 1348 is right about to cross in like the next minute or so. It's got a little bit more room to cross. You could take it over here, but it is about to cross on Pfizer, and it's kind of been bleeding down. So let's see what happens with this one. We'll leave this up for a little bit because it's below the 200 EMA. It's crossing right here. Let's see what happens. I typically use the 1348 like a lot on SPY. So let's see what happens over here. What do you mean with danger zone? So the prices where the shorts piled in are considered, in my mind, what I call the danger zones. So when you see a danger zone, it's like, okay, this is the price around where, because you see the average days on loan come down, which means they're entering more short positions. So if you get back up to those prices, well, that's going to put more pressure on those newer shorts that have entered in at those levels. That's why I call it the danger zone. 1348 about to cross on Bank of America daily. I use it more on the 4-hour for swings, but look, Pfizer's still coming down right now. 1348 about to cross. Look up below on Pfizer. SPY coming down a little bit here too. Let's see. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, as you're filtering in for everybody from Matt's channel, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. It just helps out with the algo. Look at this candle right now. The one we were looking at went 50, 97, 59. I mean, that's not that big, but the at the monies on this thing are gonna print if it continues to go down. Mainstream narrative is breaking and people are ready to get back to their lives. This isn't just temporary blip. Amy isn't going anywhere, says CJ. Is that like a bullish thing or a very bearish thing? I can't tell what you're trying to say there. Not to talk politics, but do you think the potential Ukraine invasion will affect the market? That's not politics. That's a really good question, Lex. It will affect the market. Where you're going to see a lot of oil moves. Like what? Oh, here comes Pfizer with this 1348 cross right here. Uh-oh. Look at this thing right here. Hold on. Look at this nonsense over here. And there she goes. How does making these institutions report loan shorts not going to affect much? It means they can't double dip anymore, aka synthetic go bye-bye. No, you would need the synthetic shorts to be reflected and the nakeds. So if you're going to see what they're reporting, well, there's already rules that are going to do this anyway if it's on a day-to-day basis. They're not going to be reporting synthetics though. That's the thing. That's FINRA 2119. That's not this SEC thing, I don't think. This is literally just going to tell us how much, like the loan amount, the cost to borrow, and what margin they're using. That's kind of it. And remember, don't get hyped up about rules, guys. When we talk about rules, it's just giving us a broader picture of what's going on in the market. It's not like this is going to affect everything. If we got a nice Pfizer 1348 cross here, let's honestly see what happens with this one. Good morning, SV. Just got over from Matt, and the shills were out in full force. Are they here yet? They've been out here a little bit, but not too much. All right, people. So this Pfizer 1348 cross is looking good so far. You forgot to finish answering my question? Shoot. Oh, yeah, the oil. You're going to see oil moves. Hold on. I kind of want to. What's Oxy? I mean, if they jack up the price of oil. Yeah, it is going to cost stuff, Lex. I got to look more into it. I haven't seen it a whole lot. I haven't done enough research into it to really get a good understanding of like really what's going on. But yeah, definitely will affect the market. All right, Pfizer coming down here on the 5-minute on this little 1348 cross. SPY's coming down too. Watch out below here. So this little 1348 looks good so far. Let's see what happens with it. Haven't heard anything about 1348 till the last few weeks. Well, that's when we found it. Let's see. Why does your 1348 look different than mine? I'm using it on the 5-minute. I don't know why it would look all that much different though. I mean, you got to turn on extended hours. You got to make sure you have extended hours on. SPY trying to come back up a little bit here, but Pfizer flickering here. Volume gone on AMC. It's at 23 or 24 million right now. It's pretty big. Let's see. Are you and TMI in the same Discord as Gabe? Yep, it's all of our Discord. It's like a joint Discord with all three of us. If you want to check it out, it is the first link in the description. I'm also going to try to get the free link figured out so you can go into the free chat, but the alerts are going to be through once you link up the Patreon and Discord. I believe GME can fly to the moon this week. I believe it can fly, but this week, who knows? Who knows? It means they can't create any more synthetics by loaning out shares that have already been loaned out. Okay. I've looked at the rules and the one that they're voting on. Henry, send me the exact rule that you're looking at here. So the exact rule I want to see, not somebody talking about the rule, the exact rule. I want to see it because I've looked at a lot of rules and I haven't really seen anything like that. We've seen rehypothecation rules come out in the past, and what has it done? Nothing. So I want to see the exact rule that you're looking at. If you can send me the link to it, that'd be awesome. Do you and Review Dork use the same numbers for the EMA when you edit it? What do you mean? It's 13. I have the 24 on here too, which is good. It can get you in a little bit earlier. But 1348 and the 13, 24, 48, 200. Where do you turn on extended hours? Right here in the bottom right, you can see. It's over my. So literally right behind my camera, or where I am on the screen, is where you'll see it. Post the link for all. Yeah, well, the link is the Discord link is the first link in my description if you want to join. But the other Discord link, I can put it in there and you can see. But the free link is having some issues right now, so we got to see. Let's see. Let's see. I just need AMC to shoot up 300%. That amount, is that too hard to ask? I mean, I think it'd get up there. All right, SPY moving back down here. Watch Pfizer on this 1348 cross. Amy. Is AMC done? No. How do I link Discord to Patreon? Never saw that info on how to do that. It should walk you through how to do it on the when you're going through the process to do it once you sign up. It should ask you to link your Discord account to Patreon. My opinion, AMC is not done. Well, they're shorting the absolute nuts out of it on a day-to-day basis with the market coming down and the fundamentals continually getting better. With possible positive earnings coming out in March, still looking good. More buy orders than sell every day. I think that's the wrong way to look at it. I think buy and sell orders, just the amount of orders is the wrong way to look at that. Because you could have a buy order that's like 1 share. You could have a sell order that's like 10,000 shares. But you're going to see it as one thing and you're just going to push the price down. Like, I don't think that's the correct way to do it, because on Friday, there were many stocks with more buy orders than sell orders, but they were all going down. So that means that the sell orders were just bigger. How many shares were borrowed today? Like almost 4 million so far. Short the nuts. Yeah. Yeah, here comes Pfizer on this 1348 cross, still coming down. We were talking about it, the 90s, I think. That's a decent drop over here, and it's still coming down. Pfizer's still making new lows over here. That's a nice little 1348 right there. That's a nice little one. That's a nice little one right there. What a joke. Price action AMC. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Good morning. Smash that like, people. Eric, appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. Amount of orders is a stupid stat. I agree. I think it's silly because it doesn't make any sense. Like if you have 100 buy orders, which are all 1 share, but then you have 10 sell orders, but they're all 1,000, the price is going to tank. So it doesn't make any sense. We're like, oh, more people. It's like more people are buying. But like, remember, retail investors don't have as much money as these institutions do. It could be a smaller amount of institutions that are just selling more than you can handle on counteracting on the buys. That's just kind of, oh man, this 1348 on Pfizer is looking nasty right now. Like, look at this thing. This is one in real time that we were looking at right here. Nice. This is dirty right here. PFE puts go, brrr, nice one. Yeah, that is a nice one right here. Hopefully you guys were able to do that one. That's the thing. Like the problem is that you can't, if I'm not looking directly at it, you can't see it. That's why the alerts are so good, because it'll just send it and be like, this is about to cross on the 3-minute. Watch it on the 5. Let's see. Here it comes. SPY moving down a little bit here. Amy's at 1553 down 13.6. My God. GME 9260. Low of the day at 9150. My God, that is aggressive. You're welcome, Crypto. Thank you for letting me know about that crossover, buddy. That's a good one. That was a real good one right there. How do you set up 1348 alerts on Webull? You can't. We have the alerts in the Discord with like 200 stocks. If you want to see them. Gabe just coded it in to just send it out automatically. They're not like a bar buy and sells. It's literally just alerting you where they're crossing so you can see the strategy from a broader perspective. My 13.4, make sure you're using exponential moving averages, Will, EMA. And you have extended hours on. So Pfizer's still moving down over here. Big order just got filled on the level 2. Someone bought 20K shares at 1550. It's a lot. Didn't really move the price all that much though. But again, 20,000 shares on a volume candle of what? 42,000. That's big. All right, Amy. Oh, there it is right there. All right, let's see. SPY pop back up a little bit. Pfizer coming back up a little bit here. Lucid about to cross at 1348. Yeah, but Lucid's under the 200. Hold on. Yeah, but Lucid's under the 200 EMA. I wouldn't take this here because you could come up. This is what Lucid does. It does this. So it'll come up, hit, and then come right back down out of this range. Now, the 200 EMA is up here too. So you could just see a bunch of resistance right here. And what are you going to get to? So 36 to 30. What is it right now? 36.09 to, let's say, 36.15. So that's a dollar move. You're not really going to get all that much out of it. In order to really see a nice 1348 cross and have everything come to the upside and hit a decent trade, well, you're going to need to see it break above the 13 EMA. And you have this little resistance zone that we've seen many, many, many times Lucid doesn't like to get out of the top of. So you need to see it break above that with the 1348 cross in order to be like, okay, cool. Take some calls there. You can try to scale in early and hope for the best to try to get in early, but you're kind of playing with fire there. It kind of goes against some of these strategy. All right, 1554. Let's get Pfizer back up here. Pfizer down. Down, girl, on Pfizer. It's not about share price with Amy. It's about how many you got. Yep. All right, Pfizer moving back down a little bit here. Same thing with the SPY. Amy selling a little bit here. Jeez. Gonna be a slow grind down on everything until the major markets turn around. Yeah. G 9080. Holy shit. They are selling the absolute shit out of this thing. Jesus. So remember, let's take a look at how many shares they have on AMC right now. So shares on loan, 111 million, shares shorted, 106 million. So they've got another about 5 million shares on AMC that they can use. GME's probably around 2 or 3 million. Let's see what they got over here. So how many shares on loan? 15 million, 12 million. Okay, so they got about 3 million more shares to use on GME. So let's see. Pfizer. This is VIX on GME candle. Dude, this GME candle is freaking stupid. That's nonsense right here. Look at this. That's just how much. Look at this volume on here. 118,000. Look at the other volume candles. Nothing. Short. They're just hitting it right here. What was the one previous to that? Oh, a little uptick. Oh, they're on SSR. I wonder what they did there. Wait for it to uptick and then just tank it. Cool. All right. Fed talk tomorrow? Nah, Fed talk Wednesday. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, also, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Like the VW squeeze. Antonio, maybe. Man, this is getting sad with AMC. Hopefully it turns around soon. We're going to need to see the whole market really start to turn around soon because it's the whole market is just struggling right here. Like very, very, very. All right, AME coming down a little bit more. Let's see what Pfizer is going to do around here if it's going to keep dropping. I mean, we were looking at this. I think it was like 50.90. So a little bit of like a 25-cent drop. What's SPY doing over here? Trying to come up a little bit, bringing Pfizer a little bit with it, but pretty weak over here on Pfizer. Still looking like it wants to come down on the 5 minutes. So let's see. TLT coming up. Ooh, watch out below on the SPY. Unless they're going to. So TLT and SPY do weird things. Like they kind of like disjoint and then they come back together and start to move together. Very strange. Very strange. SPY in a descending triangle on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's just coming down now. The 5 minute candle looked like it was going to go red, but it didn't. Amy coming down still. Was that new low of the day over here? 1537. Jesus. Oh, my Pfizer was about the only thing I had left green. Yeah, it's hanging right around this 5072, 5073 mark. If the SPY really starts to come down, watch out below on Pfizer. But again, if they start, let's write Mr. Beast buy that dip on Twitter. I don't know. See, the thing is that the whole Mr. Beast thing is cool. If he's going to spread awareness to the market manipulation side of it, you don't want him coming out and just be like, buy him. I mean, you do, but like that's, you can't really, him doing that would be very manipulative. It would be great if you could get more buyers into this thing, but I mean, they're going to come regardless of, they're going to come just due to overall market conditions and like, all right, buying dips starts to go. We'll get the FOMO back in eventually. Let's see here. Amy 1541 right now. GME 9059. It hit a low of 9010. Jesus. TLT calls will print. If they hike rates, I think TLT comes down. So the thing with TLT is it moves weird sometimes. So if we're getting into like rate hike season, I will strangle it. I will play it both ways just in case it moves the opposite way that in my mind it's supposed to. Let's see. All right. Pfizer with a little bit of a pop back up here. What's the SPY doing? Not all that much. Let's see. SPY just kind of hanging out right around 420. There it goes. There it goes again. Coming down. Coming down to the lower end of this. It hasn't broken at the lower end of this range yet. If SPY goes down below this level, watch out below. MACD on the 5-minute just crossed down on the SPY. Watch out below on a lot of things in the market coming up over the next couple of minutes. It's hard to find a green stock today, but I have one, HOFV. It's the Pro Football Hall of Fame in my town. Yeah, the Football Hall of Fame. That's a publicly traded company. No, hold on. HOFV, Hall of Fame Resort. That's pretty cool. That's interesting. I didn't even know that was publicly traded. All right, let's put Pfizer back up here. Watch this 1348 play out. See what happens. Market could always reverse over here. 1348 still cross below. We were looking at this little before. Let's see. 2 calls, 1 put on TLT. If they raise rates, it should go down. If they cut rates, it should go up. That's how it worked last time. HOFV as NFTs. Ooh, that's pretty cool here. Oh, SPY getting a little action here. All righty. Amy selling a little bit here. John, thank you so much for the super. I can't wait to exercise my AMC puts next week and double down on shares with the profits. Thanks, Ken Griffin. John, I mean, I get what you're doing. If those puts run in the money, here is what you are essentially doing. You are forcing the market maker to short a multiple of the amount of money that you've put into that. So you're kind of triggering the shorts. You can do whatever you want with your money, but just know the effects of how that works in the overall market. If those run in the money or close to the money, you're forcing the market maker too short. And if you buy a put, you have the right to sell. So you could make the money on the put and then buy more, but you're not going to exercise. You're going to sell and then buy, and the put's going to be worth more than the difference between it. It doesn't make a lot of sense because the put is always going to be worth more. You're going to make more money on that put contract than you will by exercising the put in terms of a dollar amount. Like if you buy 1 put and it runs $1 in the money, it should be worth $100, but it's going to be worth like 150. So it makes more sense to just sell the put. So then you're just triggering shorting. And if you exercise it, you're selling again. And it's not for me. You need a coffee? You seem tired. I am tired. I just got to eat today. I haven't eaten today yet. I'll get another energy drink going into the other stream too. I'll hype it up. Don't worry. Don't worry, everybody. I'm good. Pfizer popping up a little bit here too. The 13 SPY getting a nice little jump up here too, but it is still coming down. All righty. Just eat? No, I will eat too. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Hype it up. All right. We need to see some movements happen. Like we need to see something go crazy. Like everything's just kind of hanging around in their little ranges right here and just kind of bouncing around. If it hits single digits, I'm going to double my shares, says CBR. Oh boy. Oh boy. I like that. I like the sound of that, bud. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh, right here. Just wait for it to fall there. Yeah. I feel insane, but it's good. Insane just keeps going down. And I just keep buying more PC. There you go. Wahaha, crash. Yeah. Very inviting for the shorts to cover at these prices. Yeah. Yeah. All right. SPY moving up right now. Kind of testing the 13 EMA on the 5-minute. Same thing with kind of a lot of other things here. Same thing with Pfizer. Everything's kind of testing it. Let's see. SPY could fall below 400 this week. If it does, that would be a massive tank, like massive crash. On the 1348, do you put it to open or close? What do you mean? It's buy to open on put. We're not selling options now. We're not like selling to open options. That's very, very dangerous. Good morning. Can you explain how the market crash will help AMC? I mean, it won't in the short term. It just won't. It'll come down with it. The only way that it could help is that if the market puts AMC at such a low enough level that the shorts are like, all right, we're good. Do you think the 1348 works best on the 1 minute because of how volatile things are right now? Seems the 5 minute lags. It does a little bit, but you can see it. So in the Discord, you'll get the alert on the 3 minute, and then because of the 3 minute, it'll happen like a couple minutes before it'll cross on the 5 minute. So if you want to trade it on the 3 minute, you can, but it's typically going to give the best indication. Oh, Amy coming down here a little bit. Let's see. SPY back down. Let's see. Pfizer coming back up a little bit here. A little news on Pfizer. Hold on. Hold up now. A little news on Pfizer coming out. Don't see anything yet. Let's see. AMC is done now, says William. Nope, short interest is approaching all-time high. Shills, shills, shills. Shill alert. The number we see is an illusion. The real number is in the thousands. Yucca, that would be incorrect. Yeah, Pfizer didn't like that little pop here, coming back down. Dude, YOLO on the SPY, that gets you hyped. I'm not, so I'm tightening it up a little bit. I'm not going to do anything unless I get the clear indication. The 1348 on the SPY has been absolutely nasty recently. We were going over this a little bit earlier, but look at these over here the other day. It's like crosses right here, buy here, and then all the way. I mean, it doesn't look that big, but like when you spread it out like this, big drop. Same thing every day. We could easily see the market start to fall going into the end of the day today too. Let's see, Pfizer pop. Yeah, SPY tested this 13 coming back down. GME selling right here. Hold on. There might be a little bit of unicorn news that is coming out here. Yep. US says reconsider travel to UAE due to risk. That's kind of the only thing that I saw about the pandemic. Hold on. What about LMT? Are we getting anything over here? Little pop. Amy coming down. SPY moving down a little bit here. Hold on. In Fidelity Active Trader Pro, you can no longer buy AMC shares and route it through the New York Stock Exchange. What? Can you route it through IEX? Trey's Bottle of Kraken? Can you go to IEX? Let's see. How low can it go? Depends on how why is Hood coming up? I don't know. You can. Okay, so that's fine. I don't know why they're not doing it to the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, but that's weird that they're, maybe it's just a glitch in their system. I mean, glitch. Glitches probably aren't real at this point. Not like, they're probably not glitches at this point. But yeah, like if you can still buy to IEX, that's fine. Let's see. How does covering at these low prices help us? Don't the shorts make a boatload at these low prices? How does it help us? Covering, buying pressure comes in, and then we start to go up. That's how it would benefit us. There is a scenario where both the shorts and the longs end up winning. Some some of the shorts could win on their short. They buy back in, they push the price up, the FOMO comes in, everything starts to drive the price back up, and then we win too. It's very possible that happens. Now, is that the ideal scenario? Well, not really. The bigger shorts would be the ones that actually get blown out, which are the ones that we're kind of looking for. The smaller shorts, it's like, yeah, whatever. It's just the family office that's shorting AMC because they're like, oh, fundamentals. That's essentially what's going to be happening. Hood crossed on the 1 minute. Which side? Cross up or cross down? Like if the shorts covered now and sent it back above 100, I mean, they would make money at some of these levels. Do you think Citadel is covering for margin for smaller shorts? They honestly, it's possible, but there's no way to really know. Where's Pfizer? Back down. Cross up. Is it below or above the 200 EMA? Yeah, I mean, it's curling on the 5 minute, but it's well below the, I mean, that would be decent if you played it up to the 200, but it could just see random resistance in these levels and it just gets knocked right back down. Ford, what's up with Ford? Down. Oh my God. Somebody was saying that they had $19 forward puts? Who is that? Is Ashraf? Was it that Ashraf with all those puts? Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. You guys are literally crushing it today. Thank you guys so much. Amy getting a little bit of a candle here. SPY is trying a little bit, but not doing all that well. Let's see. You had $22 puts on Ford. Well, you're crushing it at $19.50. One fast duster. I know you had some puts on Ford. Amy right now, $15.32. GME, $90.56. My God. All right. SPY's trying to move back up a little bit here, but it's just kind of bouncing around at these lower levels. Yucca, you had the 22 puts? There you go. Is Citadel able to send out margin calls? No, they're not loaning shares. I mean, no. They're not a prime broker. They're not like a securities lending firm. Like they're not providing margin to anybody. F puts closed a week ago. Yeah. Yep. $12 puts on Hood. Whereas Ford's bounced back up. SPY coming up a little bit here. Just the whole market resetting itself. Yeah. It really is kind of flickering around doing its thing. I keep buying the dip along with millions of others every day. This continues. The amount of money that we'll need to cover gets more and more mind-boggling. Yep. You need something uplifting. Well, here, this is actually not a bad sign to see. SPY coming down to this level, bouncing up and not really getting down below. So, it is down 2.42% today with this kind of, it gapped up right here and then really kind of came down. But if it holds this low level right here at like 425.60, that would be a good thing to see. That's like a $2 drop from where we are now. We're down 2.5% on the SPY. What is it doing right now? Is it just kind of hanging out in here? Yeah. I hope we still see you, Vix, after all of this was done. AJ, you definitely will. Am I related to Ben Shapiro? No. Bought 420 puts for this Friday. Josh, those could print if Powell comes out and is hawkish. Look out below. How do you join your Discord? AJ, it's the first link in the description if you want to join. It's me, the Mass Investor, and Review Dork in there with 1348. We have all of those alerts going out. There's like 200 stocks you get alerts on. There's going to be earnings plays, market updates every single morning, live stream Sunday nights. We're going to do podcasts, have people on. There's going to be more strategies coming out. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's already a lot of people in there too. So if you want to join, awesome. A lot of people are crushing it in there. You can take a look and ask people in there how they feel about it. Or you could just not and say, I don't like that, which is perfectly fine too. How many people are in the Discord? I don't know the exact amount, but it's a lot. I know when it was free, there were like 3,000, and now I think there's like 400 something. I don't know, though. I really have no idea. There's a lot of people in there, though, like all working together to better their financial future, and they're all crushing it. Joanne, thank you so much for the super. Dow down over 743 points this morning. Market is afraid of inflation in Russia and Ukraine, according to the news. Yep. I like you in TMI. He never said to swing trade AMC, AJ. Never said that. Never said that. You probably misinterpreted what he said. And when you think about what he said, was he wrong? People didn't like it at the time, but was he wrong? Like, I'm not agreeing with what he just wasn't wrong. Like, that's what happened. One of my puts on something today. Any advice? I don't know. You got to wait for I'm waiting for these crosses to happen. We could start to see it really get aggressive in the later half of the day. But let's see. Kohl's is up 34% still. That is insane. That is ridiculous. Let's see. Twitter trend about you and TMI. What'd we do? What happened? What happened? What have we done? What did we do? All right, here we go, people. Let's see. Pfizer puts. Hey, how's Pfizer doing right now? There it goes. So that 1348 cross that we were looking at was down here. It came back up a little bit, but it is now coming back down. Market's selling off a little bit here. Pfizer's kind of bouncing around these levels. If the market keeps selling off, I mean, we did get the 1348 cross. Let's see what happens with it. Usually they're pretty good. If the market sells off towards the later half of the day, I mean, it's already down 3.67%. That's a lot, but the crosses are usually pretty strong. So we saw this right here, breakdown, cross, another breakdown, comes back up a little bit while the market was trying to come back up. And then it's selling back off again. So we can take a look at Pfizer for a little bit over here. Let's see. Where do you find all your time? You gotta love what you do. I mean, I'm always on the internet with you people. So that's kind of what I do all day long. All right, Pfizer coming back down now. Those puts are probably looking pretty good. Let's see. What is 1348? It's the exponential moving averages. Here it goes. So let's see. You people. Why do you keep saying selling off a little bit? Because it is. Pfizer selling off a little bit. Amy coming back up a little bit. SPY selling off a little bit. Let's see. VIX has been helping me make money here for a while. Wanted felons. Thanks, man. I can't imagine how helpful the Discord will be. Oh, much more helpful. Def gonna check it out. I'm not good at robots, but I'll figure it out. There's no robots. It just gets sent to your phone. Let's see. Pfizer moving down a little bit here. SPY trying to come down. Amy, I mean, it's doing this little descend test thing that we don't really like to see. And this time it's on the 13 EMA. 1524 on AMC down 15% right now. For what reason? GME coming down 90.16 right now. Yeah. Was the Ortex? All right, I'll give you guys the Ortex update. So I have GME up right here. Let's see. We got 20.08% estimated short interest on GME. What's AMC looking like? So AMC right here, 20.66% estimated short interest. 651,000 return shares, 3.74 million borrowed. That is absolutely ridiculous. They are really taking out a lot of shares on loan against this stuff to basically try to push it down while the market is acting very, very, very weak. If the market crashes, will all the shorted stocks squeeze? No. No, I don't know where, guys. The only way that if they get margin called on all their long positions and they have to cover their short in order to maintain the margin on the long positions, but they're probably not going to do. The second way is that if the price goes down enough where it entices the shorts to cover, then they would cover then. But again, the more ideal scenario is up. Let's see. Last time VIX was this high was January 27th, 2021. Jesus. Let's see. No, I have no idea how many people are in there right now. Let's see. Let's see. You get the correlation between AMC and GME? What? Well, yeah, they're all correlated. VIX spiked to 38 today. Jesus. Oh, here comes Pfizer coming down. All right. AMC selling, SPY coming down. Oh, there goes Pfizer. Stop and Shop sold out of all of the AMC popcorn. I think I saw that. Let's go 300 SPY. That would be ridiculous. Big buy wall at 15. I bet there is. I bet there is a big buy wall at 15. Look at Citadel's 13 app. The largest position is SPY puts. They're making yeah. Well, hold on. Did they come out with a new 13F? Hold on. Intel, I don't like them. Let's see. Anything crazy on AMC? Now we got Wealthfront increasing their position by 63% up to 365,000 shares. And that's really it. We have a newly initiated, that's 650 shares. That's not great from an institution. All right. Citadel's 13F isn't out yet, but they probably still hold those SPY puts. Uh, 427 is the neckline on the SPY head and shoulders. Oh, there it goes. There comes SPY. Pfizer coming up a little, coming down a little bit too, coming off of that level. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. Break into the bottom of this range right here. Oh, it's starting to sell. It is starting to sell. Look out below. SPY broke. Yeah, it just did. It just did. Hold on. If it breaks down below this range, what? Like, I don't even have a zone below this. So I'd have to draw one. I'll do that. I'll do that over the break today, but I don't even have a zone below this. This is insane. GME didn't really get hit all that hard there. AMC did a little bit. Pfizer down a little bit now, just kind of slowly walking its way down. Apple crossed down on the daily. The 4 hour crossed a while ago on Apple, like the 6th, probably the 6th of January. Round 2 puts 40%. Yeah, I wanted at one point when I was looking at 1348, I wanted lows. What was it? 245 puts for February. And I was like, they were a little expensive. Didn't pull the trigger. Now I'm pissed. It was looking dirty. But now, like, I just didn't. I was like, didn't pull the trigger on it. It tanked one day, and I was like, shoot. But let's see here. If Pfizer breaks below 50.30, it's free fall. I mean, if you hit it's coming down a little bit here. If it breaks this, 66 was the previous low. I mean, I don't know if SPY is not, I mean, the buyers are really stepping in right here at these levels right here. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it down below. Honestly, though, when you've seen the way the market's reacted over the last couple of days, it would not surprise me at all if we just go, NASDAQ tanking. Yeah. Amy, next support at 1450. What's the bottom end of this range right here? Or no, 1450 is right in the middle of this whole big range here. So hold on. So it's right in the middle-ish. It's at the little bit of the lower end, but 1450 was the previous breakout level. Oh, there goes Pfizer. There goes Pfizer. No, negative beta, guys. Negative beta is not going to come and save us. We've been saying that for a while. Negative beta is not coming to save anybody. It's a backward-looking metric, and if you take out the outlier days in 2021 for the one-year beta, the one-year beta is actually positive, and everybody uses the 5-year anyway. Nobody really uses the one-year beta. And betas, you can't predict future price movement with beta. Pfizer kind of hanging out around these low 50.73. SPY down at the low at the end of this range. This is getting gnarly. Let's see. Pfizer, a little pop here. What are we at right now? 1502. I mean, you guys were saying there was a big buy order at 15. Don't pump the dump. Keep people calm. It's going to go down regardless how. Like if we're going to see like big moves down in the SPY, you might as well make money on it. That's the thing. Hedge yourself. Make money on the way down. That's the whole thing. While we're waiting for AMC and that next potential massive run, make money in the market. Don't sit here banging your head against the wall. Let's see. SPY's peeking its head out down below this range here. Uh-oh. There it is. If this 5-minute candle closes below, watch out below. There comes Pfizer. If you guys have those puts that we were talking about a little earlier, probably doing all right. Did I get some YOLO SPY puts? No, not today. The reason why I didn't is because the 1348 cross happened in the pre-market, and we haven't seen anything happen during the day. I would typically just want to trade it off of an actual cross, but we just haven't seen it during the day. Yeah, you could have made money with SPY puts, say, if you're using something else. But I'm just trying to keep it simple for everybody. Yeah, you can get SPY puts when it tests here and starts to break down, even when it's breaking down below this range right here. The problem is if it comes up and just comes right back into this range, it may not just tank. Like if you see this 5-minute candle close below and then it starts to sell off, that would be a decent indication. Okay, SPY put time. But right now it's just kind of peeking its head down below. It's coming down 425 right here. Oh, there it goes. Low of this candle 424.92. Pfizer. Okay, if you got in on those at the money Pfizer puts that we were talking about, those were probably pretty decent when it was at 50.90. There it goes, 1348. It strikes again. All right, SPY moving down now. Let's see. Level 2, 102,000 shares at 15 for AMC. There you go. Dropped in Apple 135 put. There you go. Microsoft earnings will dip. Let's see. Jesus, that's gonna be a nice Pfizer trade. Tyrell, thanks for some of this. Thanks for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Just seen the math of how many shares you need to make $1 million off AMC. On Twitter, the dip is a blessing. To be honest, gives us more time to gather what we can. Tyrell, that's very, very true. That's kind of how the market works. If you think a stock is going to go up over the long term and you see it really low right now and you've done the research and like it, why not buy it? Up 630 on the day, says TMI's avocado. Oh, freaking boy. Here comes Pfizer on the way down. SPY is, this is getting dirty. This is gonna get dirty. Hit my profit goal on SPY puts, but it's still dropping. Tough decision to make. Make it free. Take some profits off the table. I mean, it could easily start to drop throughout the end of the day. But the thing is we've seen all of these ranges just eventually just broke into the downside. So when you see it come to the downside, because if this candle closes below and it doesn't rip back in, and or this next candle doesn't pop right back in and it starts to sell off when this 5-minute candle closes, it's gonna keep coming down. Pfizer right here. I mean, did anybody get in on those Pfizer puts on the 1348? Because you're probably crushing it right now. Let's see. Pfizer 5053. I think we were talking about it was like 5088 or 5090. So that's a decent drop. If you're buying the at the monies, almost bought Microsoft 300 puts last week. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, here comes Pfizer. Watch 50. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. 1348 striking again. There you go. TLT calls printing. CBR. Attaboy. Wasn't it crossing on 1348? I thought it was, wasn't it? It was doing something, or it's crossing to the downside. Oh yeah, there it is right here. So 1348 on TLT right here, coming up. It's above the 200 EMA. So I mean, see, here's the thing. This is a really good illustrated example of what happens when it gives a buy or a sell signal above the 200 EMA. Look, it signals right here. It comes down to a little bit above the 200 and then just bounces and can't get below it. And then it comes back up. So you're watching for that high around 144.38. And then let's see. All right. So watch this candle right now on the SPY. Where's Pfizer? 50.54. Jeez. SPY down 3%. Market crash. Yeah. Not ideal for what's going on here. There was a 211,000 buy wall at 15. Got it down. Jesus. Wait till the end of the week and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, everything is just selling here. Let's see. I mean, everything's kind of going to hinge on economic data. We're going to get also, we have Q4 GDP coming out at the end of this week. That's probably not going to be a good number. And then we're going to have Powell, and we're going to get what is it? PCE. What was PCE again? I'm blanking right now. Purdue is. What is it? I have it right here. No, not this. Personal consumption expenditures. That's what it is. No, it's not C. We're getting PCE this week. There comes the SPY. Watch out below. So these Pfizer puts right now. Print. 1348 strikes again. There you go. That's PPI, Producer Price Index. When is TMI going to get back in on AMC? No. Buy more. He didn't sell Trey's mustache. He didn't sell Trey's mustache. Oh my God, these Pfizer puts. Did anybody get those Pfizer puts? Anybody? Let's see. I don't know. SPY coming down again. Pfizer selling pretty hard. BBIG down 17.2%. Jeez. Yeah, that's what we were saying with BBIG. Like at that one day, it was like, probably time to start getting out. You got those Pfizer puts? There you go. Love shorting. You got them at 50? There you go. He def sold AMC. That's a stupid thing to say. Isn't placing puts on SPY hurting AMC? Not really. PFE put go brrr. There you go. You got PFE puts at 46. That's pretty far out. Amy. Oh, it is selling hard right now. SPY's coming down. Here comes Pfizer again. Amy's at 14. Jesus, 78 right now. This is insane. Called that one? Yeah, that was a good one, buddy. Both Pfizer and SPY? Nice. There you go. Let's see. Up on Pfizer put 15%. Nice. That was just pure 1348 right there. SPY. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, watch out below on the SPY right here. It's about to get Sally. Pfizer coming down here. This is gnarly. He duff sold at the top. Weren't that stupid? Nobody knows what the top is. When we ran to 70, we all thought when it came down consolidated, it was going to rip back up. Everybody thought that. Literally everybody. And then they literally just came in and shorted the nuts out of it. I mean, here's the thing. It's almost like it's like you guys think we're really aggressively, like we know everything about the market, where things are going to go and when the top is. We don't. We're the same. We're in the same spot as where you guys are. But SPY selling out. These Pfizer puts are going to go All right. 1466 on AMC right now. This is gnarly. This is absolutely gnarly here. So, wow, the market is really not having fun. Let's see. When was the last AMC Ortex check? 3.87 million borrowed, 20.68% estimated short interest. Oof. Oof. Ooh. This is not fun for the account right now. This AMC sell-off. Round 2 SPY puts 103% avocado. Nice. These Pfizer puts look spicy. Here comes the SPY. There comes Pfizer. SPY with a candle. How much short interest on AMC? It's like 20.68%. That's insane. Let's see here. Half my watch list is on SSR, AVCT, ATER, BBIG, BBT. Yeah, it's just a massive market sell-off. AMC is probably going to zero. Robert, that's a silly thing to say. They would have to go bankrupt, which is not very likely. All right, SPY, a little bit of a bounce here, but still watch out below. Amy right at 1452. This is gnarly. This is gnarly, man. This market is what we're down 3.3% on the SPY. What is green today? Is there anything that's nicely green? Pfizer is selling really hard right now. Making new lows of the day right here. 50.34. Anybody getting those? Hurting. Let's see. Playing puts. Finally seeing some green. The new guy. There you go, bud. Let's see. Coles is green. All right. These Pfizer puts. Look at that 1348. Crossed here. By here. Comes up a little bit. Tank. Chewy is up. Interesting. BBBY is green. Yep. Where's AMC's bottom? We can give estimates on where it has support levels. The VIX is green. Funny. I mean, 1450 looks like it would be some level of support just because that's where the buyers really came in the last time, like in a very, very, very large way. Let's see. All right. SPY trying a little bit here. Thank you, Shorty. I can buy some more now. Todd, that's what it's all about. Up 24% on Pfizer. There you go. There you go. That's exactly what we want to see. IBM puts printing. There you go. Kohl's is up 35%. Well, that's a little bit different with like buyout stuff. Watch out for Lockheed, LMT. Is it going now? Is that what the news is right here? Lockheed, nah, not coming up a little bit. Not really doing a whole lot. I want Pfizer back up here. I want everybody to just print this. Let's see. SPY put sold 120%, dropped 50% of those gains into AMC, says Sean. That's what it's all about. That's literally what the Discord is for. That right there. If you want to make more money in the market and you have a certain amount of money, well, multiply it. And then if you want to buy more AMC, you can. And that's literally what it is. With this little Pfizer play right here, people are making money. There's probably a lot more 1348s that I'm just not seeing right now because I can't look at the alerts all day long. Ape help ape. Exactly, crypto. Exactly. That's what we're all here to do. If you're going to be making money in the market, in this type of market right here where everything is so choppy, you're winning. You are winning. Let's see. T-Mobile is still green for the moment. Yeah. SPY puts for the win. There you go. All right. SPY moving back up a little bit here. Pfizer's still in the red. I mean, the thing with this now is, I mean, the MACD hasn't crossed yet, so I would still be in the. I mean, I don't have them. I don't have any settled cash right now. I was just looking at Pfizer to see if it's going to go and do the 1348 stuff. Usually it does. So let's see. SPY's moving back up a little bit to the top of this range. Pfizer 5048. I don't have any. Let me see. I tried to clear up some cash, so I'll have some stuff for tomorrow. I also have a larger deposit that'll settle by the end of this week because I was just buying dips, and then I was like, oh no, I have no settled cash, which sucks when SPY is doing this. Let's see. How do I have negative settled cash? Negative unsettled cash. I don't know if that makes sense. AMC support, I mean, around 1450. We saw it bounce off 1452. It's at 1487 right now, down $3, 17.28%. This is insanity right here. What is the VIX? Volatility index. Plus 40% on my portfolio because I stopped feeling dirty for buying puts. And now today they carry me. Wanted felons, attaboy. T+2 for the big margin calls around the market, maybe? Maybe. I think they have 5 days usually to meet the call. I think that's what I've seen. I could be wrong, though, on that one. Sometimes it might be a little bit less. They got to meet the call immediately, depending on what it is. But I believe a lot of these institutions have, I think it's 5 days. I'm not positive. I'm not positive, though. Comcast is flirting with red right now. Interesting. Only one person in the chat. I don't know why it says that. YouTube's been glitching out like that recently. I literally don't know why it's been doing that. All right. Pfizer popped up a little bit here to 50.58. SPY's trying to move back up to this range right here, but if it uses this as resistance and then just tanks off of this, watch out. Amy coming back up to 15. Pfizer moving back up over here. I mean, that was a nice little quick one if you got in and out. Let's see what happens, though. Look at the Russell. Holy shit. That's a giant candle over here. All right, let's see what happens with IWM. All right. All right, SPY's trying to get back into this range right here, and it's kind of pulling everything up with it right here. Bobby's up today? Oh, that is what we were calling him, Bobby. Let's see. Let's see. SPY daily SMA 100 SMA 426. So resistance, right? That's kind of where, right around here where I have it. It's right around the entering this range right here. How can SPY pull up? Just buyers coming in buying this dip. It is right now. It's looking like it wants to come back to life. But again, like it does this. It'll come down, run up for a little bit, and the sellers are just in control. The sellers have just been in control of this thing. Let's see. 1 day trade left until Thursday. Might wait till tomorrow to get back in. Hate burning my last one. Yeah, wait for something that you really like. That really speaks to you. What, like a trade that you're like, yep, I like this one. Where the technicals all line up. Everything's starting to line up, and then you just go in hard on it. Wait, yes, a market crash would cause price to increase as when it gets low enough, the hedges will get margin called. They'll have to close or short. Yeah, but it has to go lower first, Joanne. That's what people don't understand. Like, yes, a crash can cause some of these heavily shorted stocks to eventually pop, but you have to see them tank first, which is not going to be fun. All right, Blaze. Why are you spamming? You're going to get put in timeout. You're in timeout now. Let's see. Yeah, join. Yeah, I agree. 17 to 14 isn't tanking. Not when the market's doing this thing. But the market wasn't doing this when we were moving down. That was an initial run and a sell-off. That's going to happen when you see massive runs. Let's see. SPY can't break the 13-day EMA. On what time frame? Pfizer 50-55. All right. Let's see. SPY can't really get back into this range right here. Let's see. It's prime buying on AMC for sure. Yeah, it is. Getting very shilly. Yeah. Bought another $600 worth, says Andrew. Attaboy. AMC short interest at all-time high. The amount of shares shorted. Yeah, it should be. I mean, let's take a look at what it's at today. If they got 3.7 million, it's at 106 million shares sold short. I think when I was talking to TMI, they got up to 108 one time. Let me look on the exchange how many they had. 102. Yeah, so 102 is the highest on the exchange. We were at 94 here. We could easily see a giant jump. But again, the next two exchange reported short interest dates should see a big pop on short interest. Good afternoon, Vix. Lisa, how you doing? Let's see. Puts on myself. I'm going to start drinking again. I told Fast Duster, hey, if you did good today, might as well, man. I mean, it is 11:58. It's not that late for it, but all right. Let's see. Pfizer looking like it wants to come down a little bit more here. Amy's at 1490. Trey's mustache. There you go, buddy. Hopefully you're making some good trades on the side too. Make some more money for yourself. But always good dip buy, bud. AMC is going to 0. Interesting. You're also going to timeout. I'm buying puts on your account. All right, here we go. IWM and meme or text, please. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, they probably... IWM short interest is back above 52%. I'm going to lose my freaking mind. Nope. They're returning shares on this thing today. 91% utilization, though. That's insane. Pfizer popping up a little bit here. SPY's trying to come back up a little bit, too. Let's see. Bunch of 5-year-old shills in here. Yeah. IBM earnings today after hours. Interesting. I need to kill it on my Kohl's put so I can buy more AMC, says One Fast Duster. There you go, buddy. Keep calm and stay confident at why you traded. There you go. Look at the market heat map. Isn't that just supply and demand zones? I have them pretty much on the chart. They're going to be pretty much the same. SPY did not like that little attempt to get back in here, peeking its head down below again. Pfizer 50-64 coming back up a little bit here. Let's see. Whew. All right, people. It is 12. The market's acting crazy. Everything's going wild. That is going to wrap up the morning stream for today. We're going to be back on at 1:15. And as you guys are leaving today, if you don't mind, hit that like button on the stream on your way out. Just helps out with the algorithm. Makes it easy for you guys to find it on the way back. Also, I am going to be in the Discord in a little bit while I'm getting lunch. So if you guys want to go hang out with me, it is in the first link in the description. If you want to join, awesome. If you don't, perfectly fine too. Right now, though, I am going to head over to TMI's channel really quickly. So I'll race you guys over there. So I'll see you there in a minute. But again, make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. And other than that, I'll be back on at 1:15, guys. I'm going to be back on at 1:15. I got to go eat lunch and do some stuff. But other than that, let's see if we can get some action here and make some money on the side as we're getting going. Peace. Also, go drop some ankles in TMI's chat. That's what we got to do. I want to see all the ankles.